And welcome to another episode of Fall as They May. Now with Facecam.
Oh shit!
Part of the feud.
Now attempting face cam.
Yeah, now attempting Facecam.
We're doing our best today.
We're doing our best.
We're doing
okay, so regardless of what you can see coming from my screen, as that's what we're broadcasting. Hang on, let me full screen this. The players cannot see each other. So this should be interesting.
I can see everybody but David.
Yeah, I'm only missing a few.
And you also may notice we are down a few players tonight. Emily had some plans tonight and is unfortunately not going to be able to make it. And Rick had a sore throat and is not going to be able to come and play. David also, I can only see his nose, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, hey, I won my game of auto chess. Cool. So last
Stop playing auto chess.
I stopped. I won. I told you I won. So anyway, last we left off, the favored few had made their way onto the continent. Oh, where's the music? There's the music.
There is none.
I know, I'm starting right now. Okay, there we go. Why, Chris? Stop.
Man's so jiggly.
Alright, so anyway, last we left off, the favored few had made their way onto the main continent in search of more pieces of this artifact that they had found in Kalrin. Upon making their way onto the continent proper, they had heard a few bangs and booms going off in the distance and had decided to track it and figure out where it is, coming across what appeared to be a military camp with these hippo creatures known as GIF. They made some They talked with one of them, one of their scouts, and he got them into a meeting with the major, who told them a bit more about the war that's been going on the main continent. Their military power, specifically called the Daywalkers, was seeking to take some territory away from the Grey Reaper Brotherhood, of which Nightshan was one of those settlements. They made a deal. A contract was written up for 55,000 gold pieces to be paid to the favored few should they manage to find any sort of entry point or secret way to get into Nightshan to move their military forces and take the city. The party then made their way further, eventually setting up for the night, where some words were exchanged between some party members, and during a watch with Goo and Hildy, a mist began to roll in and over. Uh-oh, we lost Jordan.
I lost you. I think it's a
Jordan.
situation we had last time.
You see Jordan?
Where I see everyone.
I still see Jordan.
Oh my god, Jordan, reconnect, please.
I didn't before, now I do.
Oh boy, alright.
This is, as we all
Let's see
know,
him
Roll20
again.
is a website.
Yeah,
Prepare
really
for
good website.
chaos,
Eventually,
gentlemen
okay.
and
Look,
ladies.
if webcam works solidly through the most of this thing, I will put some effort into seeing if I can maybe get some better cam setups than Roll20. But this is what we got to work with right now. Anyway, getting back to it, a mist had rolled in while Goo and Hildy were on watch, and after spending a little bit of time with them, they felt these cracks of red lightning that struck into their body and seemed to fill it with this cold, intense pain. That's where we left off. So I will go ahead and move everybody on to the battle map.
Jay Bosco's inside. What the fuck?
Ooh.
And let's go ahead and have everybody roll initiative.
Hell yeah. Finally getting into the business.
Finally doing the diddly-do.
Initiative.
Doo-dee-dee-dee-doo-dee-doo.
Have you seen these amateurly drawn elephant people? Please contact your local authorities.
Alright, so we got Jordan on a 9.
Okay.
Hildy.
Tildy on a 9.
What's
20 for Nakax. 16 for Ezreal. 10 for Aster. 7 for Goo. I gotta reach back because the DM forgot one crucial part. The Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes.
Ooh.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Ah. Bust.
Yay! They have the same turn.
Alright, so Bosco is in the initiative.
Well, he has to be.
Well,
He's not
actually,
capable enough of doing anything. But
this is a unique question. What is this purple circle here? idea.
That is my best way. That is the best effort I could get for drawing the tiny hut.
Oh, okay. So we're already in the tiny hut.
You guys are
by
already in the.
Aster.
Yeah, you guys have
You
been
can
resting.
literally make a perfect circle significantly easier than
I
that.
know. I couldn't get it to work. I'm sorry.
So, really, we could just do like a game of making sure that Monk
All right, let's
and
go ahead and roll initiative.
Druid get in there. Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Do a little game of ghost removal of people.
All right. The mist moves on a 13. So at the top of the initiative. So Nakax, you're asleep right now.
Yeah.
This is the first
I
4
don't-
people in the initiative.
Yeah, I was like, I don't do anything.
Yeah.
This is technically
So
surprise
Nakax
round.
is-
No one said anything.
The lock. Ezreal. And now the mist.
Yeah.
So mist is going to roll in around them. 5,
Let's
10,
see
15,
here.
20, 5, 10, so it's 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. Alright. So Goo. The mist seems to almost reach out and try to encapsulate your body. I need you to make me 3 constitution saving throws.
For
That's
Hildy
not
and
good.
for
Hildy, oh
Goo?
sorry, so Goo's gonna take 4 con saves, and I need Hildy to make 5 con saves.
5.
1 and 2
What?
and 3 and 4. Oh, no, the last one.
Okay.
Damn it,
So-
the last
so
one was
Goo-
bad.
So Goo, for the most part, you kind of seem to be holding your body steady against this, but one of them manages to, as you're just taking a quick breath in, manages to seep into your body. Alright.
This is sexual harassment.
So Goo,
Trying
to
so
take
Goo,
it.
you go ahead and take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, it's not that baddie.
And then Hildy, all except one, she succeeded.
Dude, all of you
But
like
that one that she
my
failed, she was
non-
going to take 10
name
points of necrotic
water brand?
damage.
What's with this 10
Non-branded water.
garbage? Took 10
on, I
the
have to
first
take
time,
off the
taking
label.
10 now? Unbelievable.
Uh,
I mean, it could be worse, but at the same
Aster
time,
is
like, that's some
asleep.
bullshit.
Hildy.
I'm trying to read through some of their abilities. I am not
Okay,
familiar with
well,
how
here's the
furballs
thing:
work.
is one of us needs to go inside and wake up everybody.
I mean,
But
to be fair,
I don't know if Hildy's.
I wanna
I
point
don't know
out
if Hildy's
that the-
tankier than me.
Well, I want to point out that the dome, while it keeps everything out, is not soundproof. So Hildy could use a free action to just yell to try to wake everybody up.
Hildy is gonna go ahead and scream out, "Bad spirits! Bad spirits!" And she's gonna go ahead and
So Hildy will go ahead and disappear from vision.
she will go ahead and use her movement
Okay.
to move into the dome. If there's any sort of reaction or
They
otherwise,
will
that
take a
would be happening
reaction. They are going to take a reaction. However, it's not an attack roll they have to make. It's a Constitution saving throw Hildy has to make.
here. Okay, so that'll be
5 con saves for
for.
Hildy.
No, it'll be 4 of them. Won't
Oh,
it?
4. No, you're right. You're right. 4.
Okay, so let's see what happens here. And this is not at advantage just because she's invisible.
No, unfortunately, invisibility does not do anything against the mist.
Cool.
ooh,
So that's 1 fail, 2 fail,
what?
3 failures.
3
for
fail.
Hildy.
And 1 natural.
Alright, so she's taking 6d6 plus 12.
Ooh.
Or plus,
Okay.
yeah, plus 9.
Oh,
10,
Like
14,
playing Dead by
15,
Daylight.
18,
Just
27,
have-
27 points of necrotic damage to Hildy. And as Hildy is, like, backing up, she just watches as one of the mist, the crackling lightning within it almost seems to take form into this odd-shaped humanoid with its eye just bulging out as it reaches out before receding back in.
Alright. First one in front of them, she's just gonna shout,
So as Hildy goes ahead and puts her hands together and throws the poison spray forward, it just dissipates against the inside of the dome. Spells cannot penetrate a tiny hut.
Oh
And,
man.
and technically, she would not know that. So.
She would not know that.
And of course, I didn't know that either. But of course, also, thanks, DM. Thank you.
It's the rule.
I'm very appreciative.
It's the
I mean,
rule. This is
You
how
could have just disengaged.
This is how you learn, Jordan. This is how you learn.
Yeah. Learn through experience.
All right.
That's
Yeah, like I do, because I don't know Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm trying. That's why I'm playing an easy class.
All right, Goo, you're up.
Goo do
Monkey
what
easy
Goo do
class.
best. Okay, so dodging is not going to help me at all. Assuming that's their only attack, but I don't know that yet. So, Fist of Justice to
Which one are you hitting?
I would assume a 24 hits the one that's above me.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay, we'll do that one.
All right, 10 points of damage. So your fist seems to make full impact. 13 just hits.
Okay, cool. The same guy.
Yeah. So as you go ahead and you bring your fist up this time, as you kind of swat with the back of your hand, you watch as you seem to make impact almost with something physical, and the cloud just disperses. The cloud of mist just completely disperses around you.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, now on to this fellow.
All right.
Actually, no, I want to do that guy.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna get swarmed, aren't I?
It's probably gonna happen. 13 just hits.
Okay.
All right, 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
And again.
Hits. For 11, this one as well, as you go ahead and you kind of put 2 quick blows into it. You watch as you make the second strike, you see this female humanoid face just wreathing in pain as it pulls back and dissipates
We're
completely.
fighting ghosts.
Oh no, it's too spooky.
I need the phone number of the Ghostbuster.
Anything else you'd like to do? Go.
Let me tell you something.
I can't do nothing other than kill
Alright,
myself,
we're gonna
but
see
it's not
what-
worth it yet. So wait,
Yeah.
hold up.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I have to do that as a bonus action. Yeah, no, I can't do anything else.
Okay, so we're gonna see what Bosco does. All right, Bosco is gonna go ahead and Ezreal, as you kind of startle awake to continents, you see Bosco just crawl along the ground and just kind of get behind your cloak, and you can just feel him trembling.
Hello there. Are you okay? I'm gonna give him a nice little pat on the head.
Just gets low to the floor and just keeps shaking.
You stay here. We'll take care of this.
So Nakax, as the calls go out, you come to consciousness and you can see through the barrier just these clouds of darkened mist with crackles of red lightning going through them all around the tent.
No. Oh, shit. Pop up, half movement. Technically was prone. Would Nakax have seen Hildy cast a spell or not?
Make a perception check.
Because this will definitely determine on whether or not he goes ahead and does the exact same mistake or not.
Make a perception check. Although to be fair,
Can't wait for it to be failure there.
No.
Nope.
So as you were just coming to consciousness, you saw Hildy just finish releasing her poison spray cantrip, and it just dissipated against the inside of the barrier.
Okay, so again, good to know. So, with that knowledge in mind, we're gonna go ahead and have Nakax half move at 15, 20.
Chris, I will let you know
25.
you were better the other way.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
I was trying to achieve the.
How big? 20-foot radius. So
20-foot radius.
not?
So centering here, it is 15, 20, 20, 20. Basically that. Or I can't keep it steady, but you get the idea. So basically, choose a focal point and then count 4 points down and 4 points across. Well, to one side. So 4 points this way, and then 4 points this way, and that's your rate. And then just apply that radius to the rest. And that's your circumference.
Don't really want to go ahead and try to hit. Try to hit. Go. So how about?
Is it a dexterity saving throw?
I believe it is.
Okay, assuming it doesn't go through the thing, I don't give a fuck, because I'm a monk.
He has a
There
point.
we
He's
go.
got evasion.
But
So
what I
even
know
if
that
if he fails, he takes half
Yes, you would
damage.
know that
You would
because
know
I've
that.
done it. Like,
Just being with Goo for
Okay.
this long, you understand how good his natural dexterity is.
Okay, so I do want to hit as many as I can, so I am gonna aim
just
right
wait
here
till I.
for 20
Mhm.
and 20.
All right, so you'll be able to catch. Yeah, you'll be able to catch. Quite
I'm basically
yeah,
catching all of
them.
these. Maybe that one, but I'm not sure I will. May
Where's
just be out of range.
where's your radius? Right here.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just out
I
of
was like,
range.
yeah, just out of range.
Yeah, he's just out of range.
Well, like I said, it's just for a majority of it.
Yeah.
All right, so 4th level ice storm. Let's go.
All right, so you'll concentrate and unleash this ice storm. Dexterity saving throws.
A whole lot of them.
So success, fail. Success, fail. 2 fails. And then
Oh,
2 more,
wait.
and 2 more
Because
fails.
it's put 1 more point of damage into cold because I forgot I boosted up another level of charisma.
All
That's
right.
Yay.
Okay, so
So-
I'm gonna go in order. Fail, succeed, fail, succeed, fail, 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 fail.
I'm gonna need to actually update all
And
my
then Goo,
cold
I also
spells.
need you to make a dexterity saving
Yeah.
throw. All right. So as you unleash the ice storm and the hail starts to rain down onto the area, those of you inside the tent kind of flinch for a moment, but you watch as the crystals just seem to dissipate and shatter across the barrier, not harming anybody inside. So we've got 5. So you'll also notice, Nakax, as you unleash this ice storm, while the bludgeoning damage seems to be hitting these creatures hard, the just cold energy that usually creeps up and around them seems to recede a bit off of their form. The cold damage did not do as much damage as you thought, it should have. So this
Still
one was a
very good.
success.
I thought I would have cleared the field, but I guess I'm an asshole. So
I mean,
Let's
it
go
was
ahead.
good.
It was.
Let's go ahead
that was
and-
that was a really good ice storm, dude. Like,
I'm gonna burn 2 sorcery points. Just go ahead and see if we can't do a bonus action. Because I've
Alright.
already cast a spell, let's go ahead and just do
yeah. So you can do
a
a cantrip.
cantrip of Frostbite Bright on this one right in front of me.
Frost bright. All right, con save. +3. 17. What's your DC?
17.
Okay, so it succeeds.
Awesome.
Yep.
That'll do it.
Alrighty, so that is your turn. Valak will kind of come to consciousness as he sees you just finish completing this ice storm. What's Valak gonna do, David?
It's go time, and he goes 5, 10, 15.
Okay, so as he moves out,
That's-
of that square, he's gonna take an attack of opportunity from the mist. So I need you to go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw for Valak.
You want Balak to make a con save?
Part of it, man.
How is he ever gonna do it?
Well, lock.
How will he ever survive?
15 is 15. That is a success. So Valak
And
will-
I'm going to rage.
So Volok will kind of just raise his axe up into the air as he comes down for his strikes. Go ahead.
And I'll go for a spinning slash. Let's go.
Alright.
Where great axe plus I think this rage on
11 misses. So as Volok goes and strikes through it, it seems to catch most of just the fading mist off of its body, and Volok completely misses any sort of vital point on the creature. The swing goes wide.
Okay, I'm going for my second attack. 20.
20 will hit this time, kind of adjusting himself. He'll go ahead and cut straight through. Go ahead and roll damage. And his Divine Fury is what kind of damage?
Divine Fury is radiant. Yeah,
Okay,
radiant.
So radiant damage. So he'll just take the axe and he will bisect this cloud as you watch as once again it kind of takes a more humanoid form as it wreathes out in pain and dissipates.
And that'll be his turn.
All right, Ezreal. By the way,
Alright.
Baby Vasco's over here.
I'm gonna give him one final pat on the head
Okay.
before. Stay here, okay? So, 5, 10.
Bear in mind, you guys are getting up. Bear in mind, I apologize, but you guys are getting up from prone
Yes.
here. You were laying down.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15.
All right, so you kind of push through some of the thicket. It's not too difficult considering it's very much burned down.
Alright, and I'm going to guiding bolt this fine gentleman up here.
So as you go ahead and you channel your guiding bolt, as you unleash it, you kind of make the same mistake Valak does, and you manage to strike at some of the fading essence coming off of it, and your guiding bolt just goes right through it with no effect.
Oh no.
All right.
Suppose that would be my turn.
All right, on their turn, Ezreal, specifically how close you are, you see more of these thickened clouds that are pushing their way through the tree line. Boop.
Oh.
Boop.
Oh no.
Boop. So this one is gonna
Guys, there's more coming!
This one's gonna go ahead and roll up on Valak. These two are gonna go for the most immediate source of life, which is Ezreal. This one is also gonna go for the most immediate source of life, which is Ezreal. This one will go ahead and take over that slot, going for Goo.
Damn.
What's their speed? 30.
I wish I was proficient in con saves already.
10, 15, 20, 25. So this one will move up. Oh, I did miss one back here. I thought so. I was like, I swear there was one more missed back here. So this one will go ahead and 5, 10, 15, 20.
There is one like over here.
40, 45, 50. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This one's
Don't
dashing.
say
55, 60. And then this one will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, and get in over here. Oh, I didn't roll for Sprinkles, I just realized. Sprinkles is unconscious. No one has control of Sprinkles.
who
alright.
can control Sprinkles, really?
Who
when you
can,
think
yeah,
about it.
who can. Alright, so, this one
No one's
is
gonna take
going
over
to
where
move-
that
yeah,
one
Yeah,
fell?
that one's gonna move up. This
Yeah,
one will move
there
up
we are.
here. This one will move up here. This one doesn't really have a place to get. Actually, yeah, he could squeeze here, I'd say. Okay, so, I need Nakax to make a con save, I need Valak to make 2 con saves, and I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 con saves from Goo.
I'll let everyone else
And then
go first
Ezreal,
before
I
I have a
need 3
wall.
con saves.
Gotcha.
David, if you can give me 2 con saves for Valak.
Going for
Close
it.
out our character. sheet.
Alright, so Valak is just inhaling this energy, just axe over the head. Ah! Just ready to
Takes
go
a deep
at
breath in, just
Yeah.
blows it out through his nose. Like,
it. Alright, Ezreal, let me have 3 con saves, please.
Okay.
oh,
So it's one fail.
Okay.
So that's 1 fail on Ezreal's part. Ezreal, I rolled minimum. Take 5 points of necrotic damage, Ezreal.
Gotcha.
And then Goo. 6.
God
1,
damn.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Goo, you're So Goo, as each of these kind of try to get into your form, you begin kind of just pushing them off. The one that kind of squeezed its way between you, kind of cries out to you, and as you look back, you gasp for a moment, allowing some of the energy to get into your body. Goo, you're gonna.
I am inevitable.
Yeah, Goo, you take 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, maybe not that inevitable.
Yeah, you failed your last con save, I'm afraid.
Yep.
And that is going to be their turn. Aster, so as you fully come to consciousness, you see just these clouds, these darkened clouds of mist that are just surrounding and attempting to engulf your friends.
Something always has to happen. And I got a question about Vitrolic Spear, Eric.
Yes.
Since it since I pointed a direction and it like comes out in that specific area, that means I can use it within the tiny hut, correct?
No. How Tiny Hut is worded is no magic can be cast through it. So because you are still sending some magical essence through the hut itself, you're not able to get anything spawned on the outside.
Okay, so 5. Am I still inside or am I outside from this?
I would say you're probably outside, and as soon as you get outside, the tiny hut dissipates.
Oh,
Fades from existence. The wizard must stay within the hut, or else it disappears.
okay. I'm going to Vitrolic Spear right.
And can you click on Vitriolic Sphere for me real quick? Because Because it's a spell I'm not familiar with.
Got it. Friend, and please send out. Why are you doing this to me? Roll 20. Yeah, I have to submit. It wants me to cast it. I'm gonna cast it anyways. Is that fine if I just do it?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Okay. Cast it at 4th level, and.
All right. And what kind of damage is this? Is it acid damage?
It is acid, correct.
Okay, so you'll go ahead and you'll throw your hand up, and this globule of acid will come up from the earth for a moment and detonate. Is Goo caught in that blast?
It is catching everything in Goo's vicinity minus Hill D. Because I'm casting.
All right, cool. So Goo, I need you to go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw, and I have to roll 8 dexterity saving throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so Goo, you just managed to jump out of the way.
1 second. Oh man, how do I send out Vitrolic Spear? Why is it not just?
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Because that's let's see here, 10d4
So this one
and
fails. This one fails, and it will.
Yeah, it's already rolled damage for the 10d4.
Yeah.
and anything that fails takes an additional 5d4 damage at the end of its next turn.
So this one succeeds, and you watch as the acid explodes outward. It seems to not really be able to catch into its form. It is also resistant to acid damage.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Okay. Boop.
Yeah, just mark everything that fails.
Yeah.
If you can.
This one fails and is dead. Remember, most of these have already taken damage from Nakax, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this one succeeds and takes 6 points of acid damage. This one fails and dies. This one fails, but only takes 12, so he's still up. So this one has... Sorry, hang on. This one failed. This one succeeded. 20 HP. Oh. Fuck. Oh, okay. And this one also succeeded and only takes 6 damage. Only 6 damage. Okay. Is that your turn, Aster?
Yes.
Alright, Hildy, you're up.
Well, this is just not very good at all. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shillelagh.
Alright,
Make sure that I go ahead and get...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is it a bonus action to go ahead and get the Halo Spores out or not? I'm gonna
I
double-check that.
believe it's her action because she uses her wild shape to do so.
Okay, because I know that there's supposed to be something extra when it comes to attacks and making sure that it's there. Also, the way that Emily has her stuff done, it's a little bit awkward and weird, so I don't know if it's...
It works for Emily, so...
Well, good for her. I don't know which one I'm supposed to
joined?
press.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it? Who is it, code?
Velik, it be Luke.
Oh, it's Rick.
Really?
Hey, Rick.
Hey, Rick.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is Shillelagh. I hope that this is not incorrect. It's gonna be going at... Yeah.
Alright, so she'll go ahead and pull back her... She'll go ahead and pull back her quarterstaff and go for a big whap against it. Go ahead and roll.
Ooh.
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright. Okay, probably not the poison, so I got the wrong one.
It's fine. It's fine. So as she goes ahead and takes a huge swing into the creature, she feels it. She kind of pulls with the staff and eventually managing to just run right through the cloud as it disperses around it.
This isn't good at all. That already took his reaction. Wait, no, that's a new one. Okay. So Hildy would need to probably stay where she is.
Okay.
Don't forget about wild shape.
Goo. Well, he's already used his action to make an attack, so he can't wild shape.
Yeah.
So Goo,
Okay.
you're up.
Spend a key, disengage, run away,
Alright, so you go
get
ahead
my
and
son.
flip back. So you see Bosco still on the ground, still trembling, even as you
I'm
pick
picking him up in my arms for protection.
Yeah, as you pick him up and hold him close, he kind of starts to relax, but he's still trembling.
Full on
Oh, yeah.
Scooby-Doo and Shaggy mode going on right now.
Actually, I won't spend a key. I'll just use my action to disengage, because then I can use my bonus action to heal myself for a flat 30 HP.
That is your action, my friend.
Is it my action?
Yeah, it's your action to do wholeness of body. A bonus action heal of that degree would be extremely broken. That's why it's an epic boon to do so.
Oh, well, then I can just use the key that I already used, because I can use the key for the disengage. So I'll just use my action to heal.
All right, so you'll kind of close your eyes for a moment. You guys will watch as little points seem to begin glowing on Goo's body, and his wounds will seal themselves.
And then I will have Bosco in my arms, and I don't know what I can do to protect him from con saves, but I will try.
Right. So as you're kind of holding onto Bosco and he starts to calm down for a moment, you kind of see his eyes kind of flutter for a moment as he looks over at one of the nearest things of mist and starts actually snapping out at it, seeming aggressively just going. However, you're holding him, so he can't get over to it.
I will rev up his tail like a chainsaw.
Nekax.
Okay, guy right in front of me, which means range spells
Hold on,
are
I
going to
need
be
a visual
all at disadvantage. Thanks, DM.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Jordan.
Let's see. There's still like a big chunk here. There's now others around Esriel, and they have been untouched. I do want to kind of get Lock free to still get him some movement.
I have a visual representation of Bosco.
Rick, are you okay?
Wait, no, I can make this
remember
better.
Rick has a sore throat.
Yeah, I mean,
my
like,
voice is gone.
Rick has a big...
just type Rick if you can.
Yeah.
Like, in
Rick,
chat.
do me a favor. If you have a webcam, can you try to get it working?
Yeah, I don't have one.
Okay, we're doing face cam, but if you don't have one, no problem.
Okay.
I don't
Well,
even
I'll take
see
this.
anybody.
Not a problem.
Yeah.
I'm going to be casting
Uh-huh.
Ice Knife at the first level. It'll be here.
So you go ahead and channel for a moment, and as you fire out, that will hit.
It'll hit him. Okay. So that'll take 3 piercing damage on explosion. All
have a
3 of them
problem.
will take 13 cold damage.
They
Reduced
have
by
to make
half, I'm certain.
they have to make a dex save, right?
Yes.
All right, Valak, I also need you to make me a dex save, as you are in that 5-foot radius.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's cool. If
But he can
there's anybody to shoot shit at, it's Valak and Goo. Like,
That's fair. And
Yeah.
Sprinkles. Sprinkles is
He
apparently
just made the
sleeping on the
DC,
floor.
so he's taking no cold damage.
Yeah.
okay, so this one made its con save. This one made its dex save. This one did not, and the one in the middle also has to make a dex save, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
And when it explodes, everything in that.
That's going to be a 14, so that one is also going to fail.
Okay. So
However,
it's
it will
13
So it
reduced
does
by
take half, yeah. So the mist is still holding form, but is
Good.
pretty hurt. This one has not taken any damage yet.
Go ahead and burn another 2 sorcery points. I want to take care of this guy right in front of me with frostbite.
Frostbite,
Just
just
a-
save.
Wait, no, I would not do
I
that.
traded them all in for a real cat.
DM, I apologize. Nakax would not know that because if these things are having abilities where they're not attacking, this ability would not be of any use to him.
Okay.
Instead, he's going to be using a firebolt.
Okay, so
It
disadvantage.
will be at disadvantage, I know. And it probably just missed.
Yeah, 12 just misses. As you hold your hand out and unleash the firebolt, you see for a moment it seems to drift into a different square, and
You
as you
don't
go
wanna
to
be a
fire, it just dissipates the area around it, seeming to just be some residuum coming off of the creature.
Go.
Alright, Valak. David, you don't have to control Valak no more.
Okay, go get him, Rick.
Rick, let me adjust your character sheet real quick so I can remove David's ability to control it. All right, go ahead.
Looks like I got here just in time.
Yep.
Yeah, you actually did. Good job.
Yeah, good job, Rick.
I probably would have been here sooner, just I wasn't paying attention to time or
Not a
messages.
problem. Not
Not
a
a
problem, man.
We spent like literally 4 hours while our DM was playing some auto chess.
Auto chess
Doing
is amazing,
absolutely
and guess what?
fucking
And
nothing.
guess what? After this, I'm gonna go back to playing auto chess.
Okay, do
That's
we have
good.
a screen of what we're fighting
Oh,
and all
that's
that?
right.
don't
That's
see
right.
anything.
I didn't move Rick because he wasn't here. There you go, Rick.
Also, hi Rick, in case you're able to see us. On
Yeah,
camera.
if you can see us on the
I
live
don't see
stream.
no. Oh, live
I
stream.
can't
That's
do
right.
anything since the
Hi,
accident.
Rick.
Yeah, just type if like your throat is hurting too much,
Yeah,
dude.
if it's hurting too much to do that, man, you can just type it out.
It doesn't hurt that bad. I just can't. This is my loudest I could get.
Dude,
No, that's
problem.
fine.
Not a
That's
problem,
fine.
man. We can hear you just fine. So what would you like to do? Chris, did you just reload your thing?
Yes, I can see you just fine.
I
But
can't see you.
Oh.
Okay, so-
Chris.
Oh.
Why?
Just play. It's fine.
Chris, try to get that fixed. I'll let you know when I see you.
yeah.
So have I went
Well-
into a rage yet?
You've already
Yes,
gone
you
into
went
a
into a
rage.
rage.
You have the axe over your head as this darkened cloud with cracks of red lightning going through it is currently trying to find purchase in your body.
Okay, so I'm going after this guy.
All right.
Good old 2 attacks with the great axe
Alrighty. 16 will hit.
and a natural 1.
And a natural 1. Okay. Velox.
Well, let's see.
Please
Let's
give
see
me.
what the 16 will do.
So the 16 will
did
hit.
you-
Go ahead and roll damage.
21.
So that's
21.
15 halved.
21.
Just enough damage to kill it. As you swing up through it, you watch as the flames seem to burn the surrounding mist away. I can see you, Chris. I can see you.
Yeah.
However, as you
People
finish
didn't
doing
know
it,
what it
just in
looked
your
like.
primal fury, you bring the axe back. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
The hundo.
Fumble chart. Fumble chart.
Yep.
Fumble chart.
He becomes a wild magic sorcerer.
Oh man, could
Yeah,
you imagine?
go ahead and give me a D100 when you can, Rick.
68.
68.
So close.
So as you
I'm
go
trying
ahead
to
and you
video
so as
what I
you
want.
swing, you kind of pull your hands a bit too forward, out to your left, and as you swing, you don't hit Nakax with the blade, thankfully. However, you manage to crack the handle against his back, and you two kind of get intertwined for a moment. Both of you are at disadvantage to your next attack rolls.
Not like I wasn't already at disadvantage
Yeah.
with my stuff anyway, so that's fine.
It was fine. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was all fine.
And Nakax, your back hurts a little bit from having the handle of a great axe kind of pressed
I'm sure
into
my
the
back
spine.
hurts more than just from that, you know what I'm saying?
Ezreal, you're up.
Uh-huh. Alright. Since I'm surrounded, I'm going to pull up Bloody Reverence and I'm going to attack this one right in front of me.
All right, so you go ahead and pull the scimitar out, and as you swing, go ahead and make an attack roll.
Where are you? There you are.
12. You go to swing, and you kind of see that part of its body seems to jettison for a moment, giving it just enough of a propellant to get out of the way of Bloodied Reverence as your swing goes just barely wide
God
off the
damn.
cloud.
And I will a bonus action healing word Hildy
Alrighty.
at level 2.
All right. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. All right. So the mist.
Come on!
David, what happens on the mist's turn? The ones that failed.
It's end of their turn, by the way.
End of their turn. Okay. So this one is going to actually make its way. You know what? It's equidistant from Aster and Hildy, so we're gonna go ahead and roll. So, 3. So it is going to move towards Aster, Bosco, and Goo. This one, 5, 10, 15, is closer to Aster, so it's going to go for its nearest target. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. This one is also equidistant from 2 targets. 6, it's going for Hildy. Yeah. And then Sprinkles is just completely out, like a light. Okay, so Hildy is going to take an attack, so she needs to make a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1 and a 2, Hildy is going to get hit. On a 3 and a 4, Nakax is going to get hit. And on a 5 and a 6, Valak is going to get hit. That is a fail for Hildy.
I was gonna say that's
Yeah. So Valak, I need you to make me 3 Constitution saving throws as the mist attempts to get into your body to do some damage. And Ezreal, I also need you to make me 3 Constitution saving throws.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add Sprinkles into this. I'll bring her in. She'll be last on the
2017 and a 24.
Sprinkles! Do you mind waking up?
I played Sprinkles before.
Yeah, I got her. Don't worry.
So,
okay, because I don't know what to do.
does Nakax need to make a con save too? Or
Yeah,
no?
Nakax needs to make 1 con save.
Okay.
And he failed earlier because I see it earlier.
The 9 was actually for Hildy.
Oh, it's for Hildy,
apologize.
okay.
I just-
Yep.
Oh, wait, no, you're good. Nakax was fine. The 2 attacked Hildy, so you're fine. Sorry. So Valak, you managed to resist most of the power, and I did roll. It's still gonna go for you, Ezreal. You failed 2 so 2 of those con saves are failed.
Was it 17 a
There-
pass?
17 pass, yeah. Yeah, there are 3 targets there. Yeah. So I'm gonna say because Goo, you're holding Bosco and trying to be very protective of him. And I'm gonna say on a 1, 2, and a 3, it attacks you. 4 and a 5, it attacks David, or it attacks Aster. And on a 6, it's gonna attack Bosco. Aster, you will have to make 1 con save regardless, as you're the only target in range. All right, Goo, I also need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
14 success. All right, and
Nobody else can see that, but I
yeah,
dabbed.
you dabbed.
Okay.
10.
I hate myself.
Ezreal, you're gonna take 16 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
And then Aster, con save, please. Hildy also suffers 14 points of necrotic damage to Hildy.
Core's con save.
Yes. Aster,
24.
Aster, your mask is making it so much easier for you to just vent off this mist, and it doesn't even have a chance to find any purchase in your body. End of their turn, what happens?
Lucky.
David, end of the turn, what
What?
happens? End of the turn, what happens with the
What do you-
vitriolic sphere?
They take 5. If they failed it, they take 5d4 acid damage.
Go ahead and roll those 5. Go ahead and roll that 5d4 acid damage for me.
Okay.
So either way,
Yeah, it's
this
only-
one, either way, this one doesn't have enough HP to survive. That's gonna be 7. So that's gonna be reduced to 6. This one is still floating.
Mm-hmm.
However, the effect has ended on it.
Yep.
Okay, that's going to be all their turns. Yep, that's them. And Aster, you're up.
I'm going to have Ravioli use the help action to distract the one in front of me.
So Ravioli will kind of fly off of your shoulder really quickly and start harrowing the mist form in front of you, and seems to kind of be blowing it a bit off track with just how rapidly he's able to flap his wings.
And I'm gonna shoot a firebolt at it.
13 just hits.
Okay. 14 damage.
So you go ahead and as you go ahead and fire into the creature, the most of the mist seems to almost start to weaken the flame as it goes in. However, it still has enough punch that as it strikes into the center, the mist form completely dissipates away from you. Anything else you'd like to do?
That is all I can do.
All right, Hildy is up.
Mm-hmm. Try to see what bonus actions, or if there is any bonus action attacks I can do here. Because otherwise, I'm gonna be in trouble. It's not a beast, so that's not gonna work.
Yes, it is not a beast. Just in case you couldn't tell.
No, it's a beast, dude.
Yeah, clearly.
Don't you see that face? It's pretty beastly.
Different kind of beast, but sure. I can see it.
Okay. So for the 15-foot views, let's see here. Because well, let's get that one that's been hiding in a corner, just right there.
Oh, I didn't even notice that one.
Wait, which one?
This one right here.
Oh,
I didn't even notice that one. Thanks, Rick. Or thanks,
Oh,
Jordan.
Yeah.
so
Me not like Hildy.
Are we gonna do any-
fair. I'm gonna be
are we
fair.
gonna do any pros
Why you not
production
like
here?
Hildy?
I'm gonna be fair here and say it goes there.
yeah.
All right.
Hildy, give me one more con save for Hildy.
So it is.
Post production, yes. I've done this for you guys in the
This is
past
my
too.
Octa die.
So that is a
12.
fail. Missed by 1. 6
Just-
points. 6 points of necrotic damage to Hildy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. However,
Well,
now if you're planning to use Thunder Wave, you have 3 targets this way.
I have
Or 2
options.
yeah, or
Yes.
2 targets that way.
With it being a 15-foot cube, and does Hildy need to be in the 15-foot?
No.
cube,
So
or-
it originates from you, and you pick a point within 5 feet of you, and then the cube fires out from there. So,
So
she
what if
picks
I
one of-
were
So
to-
she picks one of these squares, basically.
So what if I were to point that direction?
You could get it here. You could get it here. Here.
I would like to try to get as many as I can.
So that would be this. That's 3 of them right there.
Yeah, that's gonna be the winner.
All right, so she'll go ahead and crash her hand down onto the ground.
Sorry, Emily, if I should have cured wounds instead of done what this.
3 Constitution saving throws. For
I
them.
am not gonna risk it. I'm gonna make it level 4.
So that's 2 natural ones, and success. Level 4, so 12 points of damage.
At 12 points of
Yeah.
thunder, unless of course it's halved.
So as Hildy crashes her hand into the ground and the thunder energy seems to resonate, unfortunately, in their mist-like form, it doesn't catch as much. It doesn't give as much purchase into the form. They're also resistant to thunder damage. I'm sorry, Jordan.
Resistant to fucking everything.
Yes.
Yeah, we have no HP, so it's okay.
They have quite a few resistances.
It
fine.
means
but
I
they,
have a time to shine,
fine.
but
It's
I
fine.
have a little boy I need to take care
oh, sorry, this one failed, so it's at that, and this one succeeded.
Hi,
Oh,
Emily.
that one succeeded.
This is Jordan, and from the video on demand. Your character is going to die, and I will not be sorry for it.
3 points of damage.
That's the end of my turn.
3 points of damage is
There it is,
actually
fine.
exactly what you needed to get rid of this one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Can't wait to actually get to that point,
So Goo.
which I probably won't. In fact, I guarantee it will probably be the last one to stay alive, and we'll go ahead and kill her. So
That'll be fine.
whatever.
I have a logistical question, and I'm not sure how to solve it.
Okay, what's your logistical question?
How well can I throw darts with a baby in my arms?
I'd say
Uh.
Bosco is a medium creature, so he's definitely taking up your arms to do so. I'd say if you'd like to make an attack with a dart, you can kind of finagle it. I'd give you disadvantage on the throw.
I thought you were gonna say, how can I throw Bosco?
How can I
Bosco.
throw Bosco?
Dude, the fastball special? I love
It's
it.
the only thing.
Oh, give it the
I'm the fastball. He's not the fastball. If anything, I'm raising
bring
him so he
him
can
to
throw
block?
me.
Block is throwing.
Okay, you're not throwing my little boy.
So I'd give you an attack at disadvantage with a dart.
Okay.
And bear in mind, attacks with your darts are not magical, because you don't have magic darts.
I don't. Yeah, I know. I don't know if that'll still hit anyways, or
You could try if you'd like to go ahead and pull a dart and.
I mean,
throw it.
that's the thing is that I've only been hitting them on basis of key. I don't know. Actually, I don't remember if Fallock. Fuck.
Lock as a magic item. You have magic fist.
Okay, so we have no idea if regular damage even does
You have
anything.
no clue. You guys have not
Yes.
hit them with anything non-magical.
I will just, you know what? First, I'm going to There was two on top of each other right there, right?
No,
Or
there
are
was only
they still-
one. Both of those two have collapsed completely. The only ones left were the 3 on Ezreal. 3 on Ezreal and the 1 on 3 on Ezreal, 1 on Sprinkles, and then the
I'll
2
move
on Nakax.
myself and Boschini over there.
Alright, go ahead and pull him over.
I guess actually I'll just go behind. I don't want to go too far if fucking more of them show up.
Hiding behind the mage, I see.
Quickly, everybody,
Well,
hide behind
the
the
mage has a
mage!
higher. A mage has a higher health bar than a.
Why do I have a higher health bar than you?
Not me.
Not you,
Small
Bosco.
little.
This 6 HP
I would hope you have a
Bosco.
higher health bar than Bosco.
I'm pretty sure I
And
do.
I will try and finagle a dart at that one.
So go ahead and roll an attack roll at disadvantage. 19 hits.
No way.
19 hits?
No way.
Whoa! Hey!
Says you kind of reach back and finagle. The dart doesn't manage to find some purchase, however, does not find all its purchase. They are resistant to non-magical attacks.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of I could kind of figure that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do anything. Okay, like dodge action doesn't.
Okay. Bosco.
Yeah, I can't do nothing.
Yep, Baby Bosco. Baby Bosco is gonna start snapping.
He's hungry.
Is gonna start snapping, and roll an attack roll for Bosco.
What the shit?
Roll an attack for Bosco.
Where? Which one?
9. So, Aster, you
Ugh.
start to feel something kind of tugging at the back of your cloak. Goo, because you're holding him, Bosco is currently trying to eat Aster's cloak.
Can you keep that thing in check?
He just kind of does what he wants. It's an infant.
Sprinkles will. Oh, darlings, what happened? She'll go ahead and get
We're
up.
kind of being attacked right now.
Oh,
We could use some help.
Oh, don't worry, darlings. Sprinkles is gonna call down the lightning. Literally call down lightning. That wasn't a figure of speech or anything. She's gonna go ahead and raise her hand up, and she'll cast Call Lightning. She's gonna do it back here, so she can strike down at these two. Dex saves for them. I don't remember what Sprinkles DC is. Let's see, spells, 15. So one of them succeeded. As Sprinkles goes ahead and reaches up and brings lightning down on top of them, you watch as it cracks out from the area. It doesn't find much purchase in the creatures. They are resistant to lightning damage as well. However, let's see how much damage they did. 7 plus 7 is 14. Plus 10, 24 points of damage. Go Sprinkles.
Holy shit.
So this one takes halves the half. And Sprinkles goes, well, that's not what I expected to happen. Bring it on, Miss Creature. She'll go ahead and pull her trident out, ready for combat. Nekax.
Thank you.
All I see in here is Eric. No one else is. Yeah, just check the stream, Volok. Or go
Yeah,
ahead
it's
and
a
check the
stream.
Yeah.
Bestial's still surrounded. I'm trying to get Volok and myself open so we can actually go ahead and bring in some surrounding.
God damn it, Chris! Stop touching yourself.
Hey, it's the only time you can do it.
I think it's time.
With the
This is
captive,
the only way I get off.
with a captive audience.
What the fuck?
All right, so you will go ahead.
Whoa, yeah.
Listen, I understand that playing this game requires me to
So,
read, but I don't like reading that much.
DM.
Yes.
I am going to have Rudy
Uh-huh.
and 8 brass bearings around my personage.
Oh, dude, 8 brass bearings.
Brass bearings.
Rudy and the brass
Ball
bearings.
bearings.
Beautiful.
Rudy
Beautiful.
brass
No,
bearings.
dude, that's the band. Rudy and the brass bearings.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
Okay.
it's better than the Brass Boon Brigade.
Let me take a look.
But that's
Nagax-
alliteration, David.
Nagax is a small creature.
Or Rudy.
Oh, sorry, Rudy is a small creature, so that would eat 2 slots. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, that's. I thought for certain.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good. Okay, go ahead and draw
So-
out your ball bearings.
There are gonna be roughly here. So, 1, 2, 3,
3, 4, 5, 6.
Like, I don't
Five.
know. It's a cat.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and just do 6, hiding over there. And I'll just have to say 7 and 8 are on top of me, just so I can move some movement. And then lastly, little dragon head. Terrible, but it'll have to do. So
So
instead,
you'll see Rudy kind of flips off of Nakax's shoulder, strikes a pose, and just kind of flexes a little bit.
okay. So
Looks almost like a fish.
with, let's go ahead and have this one move. Well, I'll count each one of these as they're moving off of me. So,
Okay.
5, 10, 15.
Jordan, my dude,
20.
you gotta make them a little bit bigger than that. I can see them, but
Yeah, I sorry. This is just how I have to notify. I can't make them bigger.
I'll
I
adjust
do,
myself
it's
real
gonna
quick.
do a thing. So anyway, that's 20. There'll be another one. 5, 10, 15, 20 from there.
Okay.
And then the last one that was on top of me, 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
So that'll be.
Why make them white?
It's the color I get when I draw, alright? It's not.
You can change
You
it.
can change your. It's on your name.
Yeah. And I chose
we'll
white.
resolve
because
this later. All right.
Alright. Anyway, 2 for here. I'll keep that. I'll keep the third. We'll keep that one. Rudy is going to be moving himself.
Rodando Bresbundo.
5, 10, 15, 20. And then lastly, 5, 10.
Okay.
So, we're going to do 3 here,
Okay.
I
3
liked it.
here,
Okay.
2, and then the one that's tiny. So,
All right, go for it.
roll.
Already looks like this.
Wait, what?
I can only do so much.
Can't
So-
see it.
Here is the. We'll start from top to bottom. This will be for the 3 up top here.
Go for it. Ooh, baby, that was a hit.
Roll D4.
So
many
roll
D4 is that?
4d4 plus 16.
44 is a big number.
You know what's funnier than 44?
25.
45.
So all the
So-
ball bearings will simultaneously slam themselves into this creature, and you watch as the mist just dissipates completely.
Solid. Next 3, that one.
All right.
1, 2,
I'm down at dark.
and 3. So only 2 will.
Yep.
on
Only
that
2 will find purchase. Go ahead and roll damage.
one. So that's 2d4 plus 8.
2d4 plus 8.
Oh, you fucking.
Doesn't
kidding me.
matter. That was enough damage to kill it.
Okay. And then this is where things are getting a little bit weird. I'm going to do the 2 small ones first.
Okay.
Since I already have that at the ready. So,
Alrighty.
1, 2.
Hits.
And then is that a plus 6? Yes, it's a plus 6. So
So it's a
D20.
12 and
plus
12.
6. This will be for Rudy's attack, which is a natural.
Rudy. I need him to make me a fumble chart roll. However, the two ball bearings did find purchase.
Well, go ahead and have that number at the ready while I go ahead and roll damage for them.
Spaghetti.
So
12
12 damage from the 2 brass
12
bearings.
damage. Okay, it is still holding form, and as Rudy goes ahead and he reaches out and tries to swing, you watch as his body kind of spins on axis, cartoon style, just whoop, 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 as the mist reels back. It's a but Rudy's a construct, correct?
Yep.
Uh,
Still deals with damage and everything, but it just depends on.
all right, go ahead
how
and
you
make
want to do this here.
make me a Constitution saving throw for Rudy.
Let's see here. Animate objects. An animate object is a construct. Its constitution is
I believe constructs are immune to necrotic damage.
its constitution is 10.
Okay, make
That's
a
what I'm
constitution
reading
saving
here.
throw.
So it's just a regular D20. And it's a natural. If my fucking puppet dies because of this bullshit.
So you watch as the thing kind of latches on to the energy that's holding Rudy's form and pulls away 11 points of necrotic damage to Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
Rudy is a small creature. Oh, that took a lot of his HP.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, keep talking.
All right, Valak. So right now you're kind of still trying to finagle your way around Nakax, and he's just kind of been casting his spells around you. You're at disadvantage on your attacks this round.
Actually, they're going reckless, so they're just natural attacks.
Straight attacks. Go for it.
I am the pussy wizard.
Natural 20! At a 17. Go ahead and roll the nat 20.
Whoa.
Hold on, I need to read this brutal critical. How does that work?
It doesn't matter, dude. They got 6 HP.
You add
left.
more damage.
They've got 6 HP left, my dude. It is
Oh
dead.
my god.
Completely and utterly obliterated against the power of your axe.
Nice.
Would you like to move anywhere?
Let's see. Is this thing over here still alive?
Yeah. both of these
Those
things-
two.
Both of these are still alive.
So, that one then?
Okay. I'll say, yeah, you can keep the 17. Go ahead and roll damage. You do not get your Divine Fury on this.
11. That one.
Because you only get that once per. You only get that once per attack.
You're not allowed to show
once-
your
So-
weapon on camera.
So it's 5, 8, then my rage is what, 2?
Plus 3, I think,
So-
at this point, so 11.
Yeah.
So 8 slashing and 1 fire. Is just
Fine.
enough to take it out, because it's resistant to fire damage.
Yep.
But just enough to take it out. Alright, that is your turn. Ezreal.
Second verse, same as the first. Bloodied reverence at the one in front of me, please hit.
Let me readjust
Oh,
a little
fuck
bit.
yeah.
That'll hit. Jordan, that was a very nice belly shot we got right there.
Listen,
Woo.
I'm already getting heated. I need to
Alright, 6 points of damage. To which one?
To the one right in front of me, this one.
Alright. Alrighty, and do you want to impose the bleed effect?
Does it bleed?
You don't know.
Fuck it, yeah, why not?
Alright, so when it gets to its turn, it's going to take that damage again.
Alright.
And it is their turn. We've only got 3 left. So D6 to see if it's attacking Hildy or Valak. 1, 2, 3, Hildy. 4, 5, 6, Valak. Valak, I need a Constitution saving throw. 1, 2, 3, Ezreal. 4, 5, 6, Sprinkles. So a con save for Sprinkles and a con save from
Why are you
Ezreal.
crying? What's wrong?
Sprinkles has failed.
Oof.
My name's Sprinkle.
Sprinkles takes 9 points of necrotic damage.
Woo.
Ezreal.
Rolling well tonight, boys.
Ezreal takes 13 points of necrotic damage.
This is getting dicey.
And
That's
Valak, I
fine.
still need your con save. Rick.
What's up?
Ricardo.
Wait, con save, please. Rick is fine. Aster.
I am going to pull my cloak away from baby Bosco and take one step forward.
All right, Bosco takes an attack of opportunity. No, I'm joking.
I swear to fucking God. Dude, if this was Fernan, he'd probably kill Fernan. But I am going to Ray of Frost this one.
All right, go ahead and roll an attack.
Okay. Where is my Ray of Frost?
I am the Emerald Whisperer.
Wait, it's here or... Oh, here it is.
13 just hits.
Okay. for 3 damage.
Yep, so as the cold
Total.
damage strikes into it, once again it kind of just dissipates against the mist, taking half damage.
Mm-hmm.
But that is its turn. Hildy's turn.
Time to do some whacking.
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 Whacking bush.
Hey, not on stream, man.
Hits. 6
Okay,
points of bludgeoning
yeah.
damage. Alright, it is still up.
Any sort of bonuses? Do we even have a fucking...
It's already adding her bonuses, her wisdom. You rolled a 1 plus 5.
No, I was thinking about bonus actions like Healing Word, which Hildy does not have prepared. Fuck you, Hildy!
She can only inflict pain.
Oh, she has Cure Wounds, which is why I was trying to debate on if there was any bonus action cool stuff that could actually be hit and then she'd be able to save herself. But no, that's not what's gonna
Alright,
happen.
so is that her turn?
We don't need it. Fine.
Yep.
Alright, Goo, you're up.
Another logistical question for me and the
Yes.
Bosker.
Yes.
Well, I do not intend to throw another dart. How well can I kick one of these? Okay.
I
so
could
have
definitely
a cat.
stab you in
I can
disadvantage
assume
because
he's bigger than a cat.
He's a medium creature. A cat is a small creature, so I want you to imagine you are holding one of you in your
Hello.
arms right now.
That thing's a
Yeah.
medium creature already?
It is born a medium creature.
that
he's
is going to
he's
be
not
amazing.
inherently medium, because like Hildy's medium and she's 3 feet taller than me.
Hildy
A medium
is a
creature
large...
is any creature. A medium creature is any creature between I believe it's 4 to 8 feet. So I'd say Bosco at his height is
He's fucking like 4. Oh Jesus Christ!
Bosco's
Yeah, I was
probably
not
like
joking when I
4,
said
He needs to lose
straight
some
up
weight.
Scooby-Doo and
4'3",
Chevy.
4'4". So imagine you're holding a small. Imagine you're holding like a 9-year-old.
A large
Imagine you're
dog.
holding Block's
Yeah,
leg.
or a large.
I'm holding a
dog.
large dog.
Yes, you're
Okay.
holding a large dog. Bosco is massive.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Right now, you're holding a golden retriever. in
By the
your
way, I
arm.
love when I said it was any creature between 4 to 8 feet. Your face just went.
I
Was
get
it
that.
me or was it Chris?
It was Chris. His face just went. What?
Okay. I don't want to put him down though.
This
but
is
I need
literally
to-
Shaggy. I want you to imagine this. It's literally Shaggy holding Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
That's your reference.
Yeah, but Shaggy can hold Scooby Doo and then run at fucking 30 miles an hour. Because
Yeah,
it's
I
Shaggy.
know, but you don't
That's
have
because
Shaggy's
Scooby is
power.
or Shaggy's a gallows.
You failed your dexterity for that.
Okay. Well, I don't want him to eat Aster's cloak again, and I don't want more ghosts to spawn, and then I have to like run back over and he dies. So
What's the plan, Goo?
Just yeet him away and then
I'm gonna put my baby boy down. I'll say it's okay, buddy. I'll be back. And I'm gonna punch this one in the face.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. 15 hits. Almost a nat 1. Go ahead and roll damage.
I didn't hear most of like.
Oh, you're
oh.
good. You're good. The 15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I am.
All right. So
Okay,
in
there it finally
one
goes.
big punch, you managed to just dissipate the cloud completely.
1 punch.
Okay. Can I finagle the rest of my movement over here and strike again?
Yeah, you can. So you go ahead and bring your arm up for the strike.
I hope my little boy is proud of me.
16 hits. 11 points of damage. Very nice. So you manage once again, just with another punch, just poof. You dissipate.
Okay,
Cloud.
so that was
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You have 20 feet of movement left.
okay.
Alright.
Hello. I'm Goo.
Let me just
Hit.
casually murder
Who are
everything.
you?
So once again, with just one more punch, Goo just dissipates the last cloud.
I imagine that I flip off of a lot of like
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah,
flip
you're kind of
around
you
people.
kind of parkour your way through the trunks, kind of jumping ninja warrior style between the trunks before you come around with a big roundhouse kick and just completely obliterate it.
Bosco.
Please make an attack roll.
Why?
Aster looks
Because out of
fucking
17
delicious,
to a
that's
20,
why.
Bosco is vicious.
What?
So Aster, as you're kind of just like relaxing, the combat is over, but as you're just finishing up and relaxing for a moment, you look down and you see Bosco, like just a little bit of robe that hangs off of your boot. Bosco is currently just laying there on his stomach, just eating it, just.
Okay, you need to stop doing that to him. No.
Did you pick up Bosco?
Yes, you listening to me?
Make an animal handling check.
Oh, well, this is something I need to get better at. Oh,
All right, so
maybe not.
you'll kind of point your hand at him. No, don't eat Aster's robes. No, and he'll kind of look at you for a minute. He'll take a few more chews before he just releases his mouth. Aster, his teeth weren't. His teeth hasn't pierced your cloak at all. It's a 10. AC of 10 for robes.
What the fuck?
He managed not to really eat any of your robes.
If there's any like saliva left on my robes, I am just going to press a dissertation it away.
Alrighty, so you go ahead and clean yourself up.
With the remaining type animate objects, I'm just bringing all 8 ball bearings back into the bag, having Rudy back on the shoulder.
He'll climb back up.
And now keep an eye on if there's anything else that's
Make me a
make
perception check.
Okay. Because there is more. There's gonna be some hell to pay.
What time of the day would it be?
You guys
what
you
night?
guys were getting into your 3rd watch. It's maybe around 3-4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
As you kind of Nekex, you kind of look out. You don't see anything, and as a matter of fact, the mist that has kind of surrounded you all is starting to dissipate completely. I would also like to point out, cast all of everybody who just woke up has not completed a long rest yet.
Yep, kind of figured.
It's funny because in real life, I feel like I haven't completed a long rest.
Would technically Ezreal complete a long rest because she's Elven, or?
Ezreal, yes. In the 4 hours, she would have completed a long rest. She would have been able to trance.
Okay.
I'm
Guess.
gonna start just pitching my own tent. Fuck Aster.
You see Jordan. You see Nakax's pants get a little. I'm joking.
Whoa.
All right, so
Hang on.
Nakax,
I can leave, you know.
yeah. So Nakax, just kind of groggily, as the adrenaline fades and you start to feel the sleepiness begin to take you. You reach into your pack, pull out a tent, and just take about 5-10 minutes setting it up before you just.
Like it's not. I will say like the tent is not done like absolutely perfect. It's just like. It's like there's a stick.
It's serviceable.
Like,
Yeah, it's a serviceable
fucking whatever.
Gotta go with the tiny hut again and the alarm spell.
Okay, so David, how long does it take to cast both those spells?
I forget how much ritual costs again. Do you remember?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. So let's see here. Alarm with.
Alarm is 10 minutes and 6 seconds. How much is Lehman's?
Lehman's tiny hut, I think it's like an hour. It is. No, it's a minute.
A minute. Okay, so you'll go ahead and you'll finish forming up the barrier. Those of you who want to sleep in the tent may. Those of Ezreal, I presume you're staying with Nakax, or are you gonna go into the tiny hut?
Yeah. While I'm awake, I would like to practice with my carver's tools.
All right, so you'll go ahead and because you've already rested, you'll just take the time with your carver's tools. Go ahead and make me a dexterity check.
All right.
And what are you trying to carve? Tell me.
A mushroom.
That is definitely not a mushroom.
So eventually, you guys will all come to consciousness. Goo, you just kind of been chilling outside. Hildy's trying to get a rest as best she can. Eventually, morning will come. You guys will complete a long rest, even though this would have interrupted. Go ahead and everybody gets all their spell slots back and HP back. And you will see Ezreal will be like, guys, look! As she runs over, she holds out what is a semi-rounded mushroom bottom with several knife diggings into the trunk of the mushroom, and the top is not even a rounded top. It is just a point, and it looks more like a steak for a vampire than a mushroom.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah, it's a nice
Anyone?
rock. It's a nice rock you found.
What is that supposed to be exactly?
It's a mushroom. See?
So she kind of holds it up, and as she does so, it almost looks like she's holding a dagger towards you.
I mean, I've never left my village until recently, but like, are there mushrooms like that?
Well, in the Underdark, yes.
Make a deception check, Ezreal.
Do I make an insight check
Make
or
an insight check.
Oh, fuck!
beat that?
roll a 4 on deception.
Mm.
Alright, so as you guys,
I don't like that you're lying to me.
Alright, maybe I didn't do such a good job, but it's the heart in it that counts, isn't it?
alright,
I
so
guess so.
as you guys collect all of your stuff and begin your trek back through the path, you make your way through the winding woods. The next few days go on pretty uneventful. However, from time to time, you guys will hear more of those concussive blasts off in the distance. BRB, okay. David, you can go ahead and roll your portent dice. This will be on the last day of travel.
Okay. Where is fate dice? Here it is.
Where is fate?
Hello?
Where is fate?
Dice? Here he is. Here he is. How are you today, sir? Fuck you in the asshole.
I will ruin the GM's game.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind fate dice. It's a good ability. However, eventually, as it turns to night, you guys can see just off in the distance what appears to be a small, from this distance, a small town. However, you guys are still a good trek outside of it, as the detour to the gift camp may put you a little bit behind schedule. Do you guys want to press through the night to get into town, or would you like to set up camp outside?
I'll leave it up to everyone else.
We want to be ready for whatever this town has to offer, right? If the bird cult is here, then if we're not ready for it, who's to say what will happen?
But they might be patrolling these areas.
Well, with the tiny hut, we won't have to worry.
No, with the
It can't
tiny
be
hut,
done.
it'll be a bigger target. I guess if we were to make it to town, we would have to find some place to sleep. And we wouldn't get anything done anyways. Or we stay up all night and be really tired, which I'm used to, but the rest of you not so much, so let's just stay here.
It might be, but it's not the best benefit. Because if we try to go in there now, even if we try to find a place to rest, that's, well, technically enemy territory. And if those guys have this brotherhood under their whispered ear, then they could very easily just go ahead and point to us as spies and enemies right from the get-go. So,
Well, they don't know of our alliances.
well, they don't.
They know.
But I'm sure that if Tremor and his like don't want to continue being interfered with over and over again, then they're not going to give us any further chances. We kind of wrecked their place of operations to some small degree, I'm sure. I don't think that they're going to risk having another chance of us just walking by and not have us have some sort of complication.
That's why I'm saying we stay behind for now. Rest up, make sure we're absolutely sure we're ready to take on whatever these birds have to offer.
And as another bonus for this distance away, if any of us got any good eyes, maybe someone will notice some odd movement. Maybe see what they were looking for, some sort of secret entrance or back way. But we'll see.
Okay, what's the plan?
I vote to stay outside of town for the day.
You mean the night?
We've been asleep.
Oh,
Mhm.
All right. Are we taking any watches, or are you guys just bunkering down for the night?
Yeah, we're taking
Probably
watches. I'll
good.
take first watch.
Okay. Aster, go ahead and make me a perception check. You can also roll perception for Ravioli.
Okay.
I take this. McRavioli uses help action.
Let's see here. Where
Unfortunately,
is?
because it's a prolonged period of time. Actually, you could help him. He could help you if you wanted him to.
But I already got a 20.
Okay. So you'll kind of.
Mhm.
We'll take first with Aster. So Valak is also going to take watch with you. Set up. No need to roll for Valak real quick.
Taking watch every other time. Somebody else
Natural
can
20
do it.
for Valak.
I see everything.
So Valak and you will kind of look around, kind of keeping a perimeter. Nothing happens in your first watch.
Mhm.
Second watch.
I can take second.
Anyone
Unless
gonna,
someone else.
Anyone gonna, anyone gonna go with
Yeah,
you?
I'll take second.
Or go with
go.
Ezreal?
No, I said Neke.
Okay. Anyone?
I mean, I
Yeah,
can.
anyone else gonna go with Ezreal?
Jordan?
I'd be more than happy to go ahead and take second watch with this one.
Okay. Go ahead and either both of you make me a perception, or one of you with advantage.
Israel?
With the bandit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Those are popular in Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So your second watch goes on pretty uneventfully as you guys just enjoy each other's company, just keeping a close watch on the surrounding area. Eventually,
so these nights, kind of wild, right?
Lots of wild things happening lately.
Oh. Do you feel ready to talk about those scars?
Would you really like to know?
I should. Not that it's a thing. I, I just don't want. I don't want to be left in the dark on some things with you. I want to be as open as I can, and the same with me.
Well, like I said before, the Underdark is a very different place from the surface. There are nobles up here and nobles down there. They're all very different creatures. The nobles in the Underdark, they think it's fine to treat others as lesser, as just objects, just something to serve and nothing else.
So you were a servant? Well, that doesn't explain why you're hurt.
Well, I think people up here would call it something else. Maybe more like a slave.
So it wasn't like what I went through. It was worse. Okay. Well, if at any point you feel like it's too much, or if you need to let something else deeper, out, I'll be there. And I'll try to heal those kinds of wounds as best I can, as you do for me. I'm sorry if you were upset with that.
No, I mean, you have the right to know, don't you?
I mean, why do you feel like that? I'm going to try to go ahead and put a hand at Esther's face, and then bring her in close. If it's still... I'll wait. If it hurts that bad, I'll wait. Only when you're ready.
Thank you. You understand. I'm just gonna kind of look away, just lean up against him.
Okay. Just guys will brace for a good remainder of your watch eventually coming to an end.
Uh-oh. I lost contact with you. I can't hear you over Discord.
I
Can
can't
you-
hear Discord.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now I hear you.
SpaghettiOs.
It is very choppy.
Welcome back.
1 second. Yeah, shut
Okay.
up, Chris. Can you guys hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So you guys will embrace each other for the remainder of your watch, eventually coming to an end. Are we taking a third watch?
Well, I don't mind doing a third watch again. If any is interested.
Valak coughs in his sleep.
Locke's dying over here in his sleep. Nobody notices.
All right. Anybody gonna do the watch with Hildy or?
Fuck Hildy.
All right.
I'm still.
In what
I've
way,
got-
Chris?
I've kept watch every day since I've been here.
Okay.
I'm done.
Go
I'm
ahead
taking a
and
nap.
give me a perception check for Hildy.
I guess it's fine. I have friends in nature that'll be with me.
Damn it.
So Hildy
We all
will-
died.
Hildy will kind of sit down for a moment, and her mind will sort of just start to drift off. She kind of tries.
There's a nice little butterfly that just passed on by.
Yeah, she
Just
kind of.
found a place at my staff, and he
Ezreal,
looks so-
once you come towards the end of your trance, you can just see that Hildy's kind of just leaned back against the dome. And as you kind of give her a cursory look, you reach your hand through, and as you kind of tap her a bit on the shoulder, you watch her whole body just... She is fast asleep.
I guess I'm taking third watch too.
I'll let you know that nothing happens over the course of the last watch. As you guys all come to consciousness, those of you who are early risers will look out to see Hildy completely passed out on the outside of the dome, just fast asleep.
I put the blanket on her.
I'm going to walk out and see if she kind of falls.
Well, she's already fallen onto her side, but she'll actually roll onto her back. See if it wakes her up.
I put the blanket on her.
As you go to put a blanket on her and she rolls over and falls, she'll... oh, sorry. I must have drifted off. Oh, get up. Kind of stretch. Are we ready to get going?
Let's go.
Alright.
yeah.
So you guys will make your way down the rest of the pathway. It takes you about another 4 or 5
Oh,
hours
pick me.
before you really make it anywhere close. Oh, good.
I during this time I will have fed Bosco and washed my tattoo.
So you will tend to Bosco and yours and Bosco's needs. As you guys make your way into the city of Nightshan, immediately what strikes you about the place is just how ramshackle it looks. Though the outward appearance seems, at least at a distance, seems to give off that sort of grandeur almost of being this much bigger and much more kept together town. As you get closer and closer, you start to see that a lot of the buildings are very crudely made. There are some wooden buildings with tin roofs on them. However, most of the roofs are completely askew or out of place altogether. You can see that from what you can make out of the foot traffic, a lot of people seem to be kind of introverted, keeping to themselves as they make their way through, not really making eye contact with anybody.
As we were walking up, I would be looking around, seeing if there's any weaknesses in guards.
Make a perception check.
Can I help with that?
Sure. Valak, make a perception check at advantage. So as you're kind of taking a look around, at a first glance, you're not really seeing any form of guard as you make your way through. However, the closer you get to the outer wall of the city, you can start to see that there are these figures dressed in these very fine leather clothes, seeming to be, from what the Daywalkers had told you of their clothing, seem to be adorned in the colors of the Grey Reaper Brotherhood. Uh-oh, David died. Come back later. You can see that a lot of them seem to, a few of them in particular seem to be taking daggers out and are carving on various portions of the wall or pieces of wood or stone. Not really paying too much attention, however, they do appear numerous around the area. I'm gonna go ahead.
Bye, David.
Oh, what happened? Did he have to go?
He went on mute, and then he'll be back.
I have no
maybe. I
idea.
don't
He'll
know.
be back shortly.
I guess. Poor guy.
As you guys make your way to the outer wall, you can see a few of them kind of look up. All of them seem like these gruff or they have seen a lot in their time. One of them kind of looks up at you. Her hair is kind of jaggedly cut, seemingly with a dagger, as she watches you all enter. Doesn't make any human woman. Just doesn't say really anything to you. She watches you enter. Eventually, you guys make your way into the streets of Nightshan. It immediately strikes you just how drab and dreary the place is. Although, kind of as you take some more steps through, you can hear what sounds like a barker that is currently holding up what appears to be these maybe like 10 or 12 fish on different lines, holding them up, just calling out, fresh chromatora, caught this morning. And you see he's kind of just trying to beckon anybody who can do it. And you can see he's also adorned in the same colors as the Brotherhood. And as he continues calling out to the streets, you see one woman kind of carefully approaches him and hands over a silver piece. He unhooks one of the fish, gives it over to her. Making your way a bit more through, you can see that there appear to be small stands set up, however, not near as intricate as the ones you'd seen in Kalren or Kirana. You can see that there are little...
Spriggles!
Oh, yes, darling, yes.
How about you go ahead and you try to see if we can't find the blue sapphire right now?
Oh, that's
Maybe it could be somewhere here.
Do we want to do that in the open, darling? What if more of those masked individuals are looking?
It's just gonna be some weirdos casting spells. If they see us, then we're already in trouble anyway.
Oh, good point, darling, good point. She'll go ahead and she'll concentrate for a moment, and she will cast Locate Object. And she feels a pool coming from what looks to be towards the ocean. She goes, that way, darling, that way.
What, to the water?
Oh, at least it's going towards the water. I'm not 100% sure, that's just where I'm feeling the pull. Umberly's probably just beckoning me towards the ocean. She knows that Sprinkles hasn't been in the water in a while. She needs to rehydrate her skin.
There better not be anything crazy that happens out there. It
As
turns
you
out
guys-
that we have to go on this ocean escapade because of this bullshit.
As you guys are having this conversation, the barker looks over at you all and says, "Ah, you lot." He'll get down with the fish still on his hands, come over to you, and immediately, before he's even within range, even within about 10 feet of you, you can smell this odor coming off of these fish. They do not smell like fresh fish at all. As he comes over to you, he goes, "Can I interest you in some chromatora?"
No.
I'm allergic. No, thank you.
Not a big fan.
I don't think I've seen you folks around here before. Drifters?
Sure, something like that.
Well, welcome to Nightshan. Let me be the first to introduce you. My name is Renak. I'm the man who runs the docks around here, so if you're looking for any faring vessels or any spots for to set up in, you just let me know.
Oh.
The figure before you is is rather rotund in his physique. You can see he has a very, very thin, almost 5 o'clock shadow-esque beard. However, his mustache is cut seemingly just as crudely as the woman's hair that you'd seen when you entered, as bits of it seem to go over his lip and others seem to almost recede completely. Has a bit of an odor to him that's not the fish, so that's kind of off-putting as well. And you can see at this distance the uniform he wears is stained in various areas.
You know what? I think that I would enjoy myself a lovely, what did you call him?
Chromatora.
Chromatora. That is a very interesting name. Is this a local fish in the area? Then?
Yes, sir. This is the only town on the coast where you'll find them.
Oh, that's very interesting. I'll go ahead and fish out a silver piece.
Yeah.
Fish out.
He'll take it from you, and he'll unhook one of the fish and hand it over to you. Yeah, you see Bosco.
Oh, right.
You see Bosco as he's getting handed over. He kind of sniffs for a moment. He seems off put by the smell, but as he sees the fish, his eyes kind of go wide, and he starts kind of extending his neck towards the fish.
No,
Draconic.
he tastes like
I'll respond to it in Draconic. Do you really want to have a fight over this?
Yes.
Bosco will.
In Draconic.
Wait, does Pegosco know Draconic? Because he
He
can
can-
only understand languages I teach him.
That's true. At this point, no, he would not understand what Draconic is. Unless you speak Draconic.
I just assume because it's Draconic in nature, it can
Who
do
is
it.
it?
What was it? What was the code?
Is David coming back?
No, I was here for a while.
Is
I
it
think-
Mick Foley?
I think it might have
Sorry
been
about that.
Luke.
Somebody left and came back.
Someone did. I think it was Balak. I think it was Rick.
No, I've been here.
Oh.
Yeah, Luke has. I mean, not Luke. Rick has been here.
Okay. He'll go ahead and as he finishes giving you the chromatora, immediately what catches your eye is, as it seems to be pulled into your vicinity, just being the type of dragonborn you are, your body temperature on its own is naturally just cooler than most. And as the fish gets pulled closer to you, you see it goes from this different vibrance of reds and yellows, and as it comes closer, it seems to take on a more ice blue look to its scales.
What in the world? Is
Shiny.
this normal for a fish?
Well, definitely not. But as said, you'll only find chromatoras here in Nightshan. I suppose if you're not from here, I'll explain. The scales on the fish have a special property when they're exposed to different heats or temperatures. Their scales will change color depending on the environment that they're in.
I'm going to test this theory and just very casually get close to fish and just breathe on it. Just a
Are you trying to do ice breath? Like a little bit of ice breath?
like as restrained as I can. Yeah.
So you'll kind of just... And as you kind of blow a bit of that cold energy, you see that ice blue goes to a much sharper, deeper blue with hints of white that go through it.
Huh. How about that? Here,
Can I interest
Sprinkles.
you in any more?
I don't
How much are
know.
they?
They're 1 silver piece each.
What would be the best way to cook these things?
You know
Well,
what? I'll take 10.
He'll take 10. A good man. And he'll go ahead and he'll begin plucking several fish off of his hooks, hands them over to you and says, that'll cost you 4 gold pieces, friend.
I will now proceed to pleasure myself
Not
with
at
this
all.
fish.
Do you give him the 4 gold?
Yep.
Alright, and you bought 10 fish, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so he will take the 4 gold from you and pop it in.
What are the name of the fish?
They're called chromatora.
Look, I find myself asking this much more often. But why?
You don't want to know.
Well, I just got the fish because I think that Sprinkles would enjoy this lovely fish, and I will slap it into her arms, whether she wants to or not.
Who? Darling, you got this as a present for Sprinkles? Oh,
Absolutely.
Oh, Nagex, I knew that you loved me, and she's gonna hug you, putting the fish right in between you both.
Mhm.
Oh, Nagex, thank you so much.
Mhm. That's what friends are for.
As she
So
pulls it
these
away,
fish
as she pulls it
actually
away, there's a bit of slime that has accrued on the front of your robes.
Have these fish actually been deboned and all that?
Oh,
Or no?
oh no, I haven't had the opportunity to do that. I just sell them.
Perfect.
Hopefully one of you are good at deboning, or just eat the bones. Whoever said you can't eat bone?
Nature,
We'll see.
usually.
He will go ahead and return to his perch with what he has remaining, about 7 fish remaining. And he will go back to barking and selling the fish. You'll see a few other people will walk up to him, and they will start giving him, like, as he sells the first fish, someone hands him a gold piece. As he hands the second fish, someone hands him 2 gold pieces. As he takes a third fish, it comes to 4 gold pieces.
Is this the same individual, or is it just...
Same individual.
Same individual.
Yeah.
That is curious.
So we just paid 4 gold for 10.
Mm-hmm.
He just made 4 gold for
For
3.
1. He made a total of 7 gold for 3 fish just now.
I think we could be in business, boys. Girl.
I want to... was there any sort of odd magic that happened at that moment? As money just
Make
continuously
an,
happened?
make an insight check.
It's either magic happened, or he is very astute with his words, which I don't think he's astute with his words.
Make an insight check. No magic. You didn't see him wave his hands or do any sort of incantation.
But I'm a sorcerer. I know better. There's a way that you can do
Although
spells
you
without
also
doing
recall when you were purchasing the fish, he said they were a silver each, and you guys paid 4 gold for 10 of them.
Yeah.
So he just has weird rules with his fish.
Would you like to ask him?
Balak's
No, he's
not
an
very
asshole.
smart, so
Valak, you could
when
pay me enough to
Map?
get within 10 feet of those. Ugh.
Oh, granddaughter, don't be ridiculous. Here, look at it. She's gonna shove it right at
No,
you.
it's fine.
Oh, suit yourself,
Balak takes one out, starts chasing her.
So Malaka gets kind of running at you with the fish.
He's sort of gonna be smacking it towards her.
Maybe I should be finding an inn while this idiocy is happening.
Alright, so you're gonna look for
Also,
an inn after?
Luke, very quickly, just to let you know, you are at full health. We did have a full night's rest.
Yeah, you had
Oh,
full
yeah,
rest.
just
Sure to get that fixed.
Yeah, fix that up. Alright, so Aster, you will break off. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Got it. Yeah.
So it takes you a bit of doing. A lot of these people here don't seem to be the conversational type. But
Would it be fine if I had Ravioli help me, or would that not matter in this?
I would say it'd be difficult for Ravioli to assist you in this kind of thing, because you're actually having to go up and ask people for information.
Oh, okay, then that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
However, eventually, you will be directed towards this, these black buildings, black wooden building, with what you can see, the tin roof on top of this one has almost split in areas. And you can see just outside a sign that reads "The Cracked Tankard."
Cracked tankard. So everything in this town is ramshackled, isn't it?
It appears to be so.
I'll head in.
Alright. So immediately as you walk in, you begin seeing that a lot of these people that are in here, there are very few people who are actually citizens here. Most of the patrons in this area are adorned in the colors of the Grey Reaper Brotherhood.
And
Another thing that
Sprinkles joined.
catches...
I don't mean to alarm you, but a sprinkle says join the chat right now.
I heard Michael joined. And Aster, another thing catches your eye as you're entering. You can see off to one side, kind of keeping an overlook of the bar, you can see what appears to be a member of the Rome organization. This one in these very vibrant blue robes with a hat atop their head. And you can see right now they are currently writing something down into this opened black book, and scribing.
Does he look like any of the people we have met before, or is he like completely new? Oh no!
Ooh.
Ah, Christ, it's him again.
Ooh.
How far am I into, like...
You just begun pushing the door open as you see this. It is your option whether you want to continue on or not.
I'll just nope out of there.
So you go ahead and quickly pull the doors closed as you begin making your way away from the cracked tankard.
I'm just gonna casually walk away like nothing happened.
I just do.
Nothing is wrong here, nothing at all.
Hi, Michael.
Hello.
Alright, so right now you guys have made your way into the city of Nightshan. Sprinkles has used her locate object and has detected that the sapphire is somewhere close to the water. However, she was not able to pinpoint an exact location. Valak chased Ezreal around with a fish called a chromatora that has the shifting scales depending on what temperature it's exposed to. And right now, Aster has just seen a member of the Rome organization, specifically one of the 4 individuals that had been harrying you guys beforehand, and that you had fought in the city square, sitting in a tavern called the Cracked Tankard, and has quickly made his way away from there.
Okay, quick question. So by the water, is that like a large area? Like, is there a lot of water? Or is like there only like a little river? Like, what are we talking about when we know it's by the water?
It is the ocean.
This is a coastal city.
Fuck, okay.
Yeah.
You're in a coastal city. Or you're in a coastal town. Another thing about this town is it is very drab and dreary around here. Most of the people do not seem to do their hardest to try to avoid eye contact with anybody, and a lot of the buildings are in various states of disarray. However, Valak, how long do you plan to chase Ezreal around with a chromatora?
As long as it
Maybe about
takes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes, Ezreal, you just get chased around with a stinky fish.
During those 10 minutes, Nakax is going to attempt to pull Sprinkles and see if she can
Do I even catch
still
her?
follow that pull into the water.
What's your movement speed, Valak?
40?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
no.
you will catch Ezreal very quickly in that time.
Let's see, do I
18
even have
seconds
a
to be
small
precise.
knife? If I have
Oh,
a
wait, no,
small
you
knife, I'm
still
gonna
do
start
it.
gutting it over top of her.
Make a survival roll for me. Valak.
Impromptu getting.
12.
It is a sloppy job. And
That's what I
Ezreal,
wanted,
eventually,
so it
eventually you
worked.
will feel these bits that fall onto your cloak. And what catches you almost instantly is the smell of subtle rot that hits the back of your neck.
What hits the back of the neck?
So as you're dropping these guts onto her, one of them lands at the back of her neck, and immediately her nostrils fill with the smell of rot.
That's his game. Okay.
All right, so Jordan, so Sprinkles, Nakax will kind of call you aside for a moment.
So you still have that. Feel,
Sure, I'll bite. What is it, Nakax?
So you still have that feel on that object, right?
Hold on, I have to confer with the DM. DM, do I still have a feel on that object?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can feel that it is somewhere towards the, from where you're standing, the northeastern corner of the town, and it is not moving.
You got it. And I looked straight at Nakax. I said, yeah, the DM says it's on the northeast side of town.
Okay, northeast. Okay, good.
So after I get done with that, I'll be looking for the rest of the party.
You
Well,
guys are not.
I have a vivid question.
Yes.
Valak, are you paying attention during this act to anything other than Ezreal?
Not really.
If someone were to hit him, would that be advantage?
I would say that would be an advantage if you'd like to make an
Okay,
attack
I'm gonna
roll.
fucking clock him upside the head for doing this.
Go ahead and make an attack roll at advantage.
Miss.
What is your
Got 20.
armor?
21.
21 armor class is Volok's.
God damn it.
So as you go ahead and you reach out, you do manage to actually hit Volok, however, not with enough force to really do any damage. So Volok, you just feel this fist impact into your face. It doesn't hurt, but there was
I'm gonna hit back.
make a strength.
DM, as they're trying to beat the shit out of each other, one more quick question.
Sure.
So like, when I detect that gem, can I detect like we're talking near the water or like in the water?
No.
Best you can tell, just because of how far the pool is and with the number of buildings around, you get the sense if it's near the water, it's in extremely close proximity to it.
Dope. Okay, I'll have something to say to Nakax after they're done beating each other up. Carry on.
So as you turn around and
I was
punch,
guessing
Boo-
it wouldn't even be a punch, it'd be swinging the fish.
Yeah, Goo, you just managed to jump back as he misses you with the fish.
So I just use my normal punch as a whatever.
Yeah, I would say because it's an improvised weapon.
Yep.
Okay, so Sprinkles, go ahead.
Nakax, now that I'm done drinking this AFK, I think I have a way to maybe track this thing down a bit more. We're actually going to be over there, darling.
Well, that was my intent of doing this anyway. If the party's smart enough, they'll see us leaving, so let's just start heading that direction.
As you guys begin to head
You
out-
got it. And I pick up Nakax and put him on my shoulder. And then I go, and I put him on the other shoulder. I'm like, yeah, that's about right.
As you guys begin making your way over in that direction, you will see Aster kind of speed walking back towards the group.
I'm gonna try and grab Sprinkles and probably try and drag her away.
Make a
No.
It's okay. You don't have to ask. And I pick him up and put him on my other shoulder.
No. We're not going that way.
Well, we're not going to wherever you were looking. We're going to the water.
Well, I prefer that we would have a private conversation away from wandering eyes.
Well, we can have a private conversation near the water.
It's important.
And searching for the artifact is important too. Quit fucking around.
Sprinkles is confused. What is Sprinkles doing again? And Sprinkles
Okay,
just sits down.
Do I hear any of this?
You'd hear this, yeah, probably.
I'm gonna go over and be like, what's going on here?
We're going to the
Sprinkles
water.
doesn't know, and she doesn't like that she doesn't know.
Well, I was searching for an inn. Never mind. How far away is like the place they're pointing to, like away from the inn?
It's on the way towards the inn.
Sprinkles isn't helping very much because like she's not pointing like in a single position. She's waving her hand in a general direction.
Yeah,
Like it's over there.
Yeah.
As she kind of does a general direction of where she feels the sapphire, you within that vicinity is in the direction of the cracked tankard.
Where can
We're
I
going-
go to take a bath?
Do you?
Well,
You could
first
look
talk
for a
to Aster.
bathhouse, or Aster could prestidigitation you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aster, you'd notice that she.
Oh,
hold
hold on, I got this
Oh.
one. Prestidigitation is for losers, and I use
Hang
shape
on,
water
hang on.
to get all that blood and guts off, even though it doesn't remove the smell at all.
So as Sprinkles kind of waves her hand and casts shape water, you will see that actually most of the blood and things that have seeped into your outfit are removed completely. However, the smell does still remain.
Done and done.
Am I still on Sprinkle's shoulder, or
Oh, go ahead, look. Go ahead.
What do I roll to make it look like I have not been crying this whole time?
Make a deception roll.
Would she get an advantage if I took the tears away with shape water?
Sure. Go ahead and roll an advantage.
Alright.
And while this is going on, I'm gonna go feed the fish to Goo's pet there.
Goo, do you allow
Fuck
him to
no.
feed Bosco?
Fuck no.
Alright, so he's not letting
I
you
throw
feed
it at
Bosco.
him.
So, Goo, with your natural dexterity, you'll manage to kind of step aside just as the fish kind of flops to the ground. You guys can tell Ezreal's kind of gone through something, but for the most part, she's holding it together.
I look at her and I say, don't worry, no one can tell you. But it's all good.
Thank you.
Uh,
If you don't mind, I need to take a bath! I say as I look directly at Balak. Because somebody went insane!
I have another one if you want.
Please don't! Just
I
leave me alone.
also have the black toucan in there if you would like that.
Would you leave her alone?
I will.
Would you like some?
Can I
No,
presentation or stuff?
yeah, you'll go ahead and clean her up. Go ahead and continue, Aster.
Oh no, you mean Nakax.
Oh, Nakax, go ahead.
I was just gonna be saying, we're supposed to be focusing on a task at hand instead of fucking around with each other. Aster's running around screaming and saying stuff's important when we should be focusing on tasks at hand.
Yeah, I would also like to point out, you guys are kind of drawing some attention.
Can you stop
Sprinkles
drawing
starts
attention
waving
to
at
us?
passerby. Hi, I'm Sprinkles. I'm very confused. Can you help me? I don't understand what the point of this is.
They'll kind of,
No? Okay, bye, random NPC.
they'll kind of just look at you and walk off. But you guys are actually drawing some eyes towards yourselves with your.
Listen, one of Tremor's special forces is here.
Let's
Like
go.
here? And Sprinkle starts looking around in her general vicinity.
Make a
Like,
perception-
I'll find him.
roll
And she
a-
stands up.
Roll a perception check, Sprinkles.
I'm gonna be looking.
Would somebody pretty please roll a perception check for Sprinkles?
I got you. So Sprinkles, you kind of take a cursory glance around, and actually taking a moment to take in your surroundings. Though you don't see anyone who would be who at least have been named special forces, you do actually see that there are a few individuals in Rome attire that are talking with civilians, seem to be talking amongst themselves. A few of them do kind of give you a cursory glance over, however they seem to pay no mind for the most part.
Did you
Can I
get
get-
looking for him with him?
Yeah, do you want to give him advantage?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know if you heard me though.
I did not hear you. So, yeah, you get about the same as you help Sprinkles look around. It's about the same.
Since I do notice, I just noticed them looking around. Can I get like any snippet of anything they're looking for, any kind of indication? Because I can tell it's not really for us.
I would say it's kind of difficult without really getting any closer to them and examining, especially not being too familiar with this town. It's at a distance. It's a bit difficult to tell exactly what they're looking at or what they're looking for.
Okay, Sprinkles whispers into Aster's ear, but does a Sprinkles whisper, and she's like, "Okay, we need to get going." And she starts walking towards where the water is.
Michael.
Stop.
Why is the dog there?
As
What
a pack
the
of
fuck?
wild
Michael's
dogs
walking
into
through
the
the home.
town.
Because Michael's walking.
That's
home.
possible.
Let me tell you, this neighborhood is filled with dogs. I mean, in game, guys. There's so many stray dogs in this fantasy town. They have a fantasy dog issue. They need to really take care of it. Bob Barker, fantasy Bob Barker, if you're out there.
Actually, I would say yes. There are quite a number of strayed animals about.
That way you're so loud as well.
He's loud because he's on his phone walking home.
Yeah, I'm trying to yell over the stray fantasy dogs. It's scary. Sprinkles is scared of fantasy dogs that are.
Aster. So, Aster, Sprinkles will relay that to you, let you know that there are a few other members of Rome in the vicinity.
And then Sprinkles is going to start heading towards the water because she doesn't know where this person is. Astra says that they exist somewhere, so she's heading towards the water because she needs to get...
So, Sprinkles will begin making her way towards the water. Anybody follow?
Are you following?
I tail over from a safe distance away.
I'm going with her.
Sprinkles, as you're making your way towards the water, you start to feel that ping is moving.
Oh, fucking shit, boys. It is on, and Sprinkles starts running.
Okay, Sprinkles just starts hauling ass through the streets of Nightshan.
God damn it! Try and keep up with her.
Alright, so you will, easily enough, you're managing to keep up with her.
Sprinkles is gonna go into full dash, but she'll grab Nakax and throw him on the shoulder first because she can't afford for him to fall behind.
Alright, so you guys will, as you guys are making your way through, I will let you guys know that running full speed as strangers in a new town, you are drawing a bit of attention.
I am not running full speed.
So anybody who's
No.
running is attracting attention right now.
Sprinkles is with Nakax on her shoulder, so a water Genasi with the Dragonborn on her shoulder hauling ass. Yep, that probably calls some attention.
What's Valak doing? Is he running with them?
I assume Valak is running with them.
I'm gonna
just
stay behind
following
with
at normal
Aster.
pace.
Oh, following a normal pace. Okay, so for most of you, you're just walking. Nakax and Sprinkles just...
Does anyone know how to not draw attention to themselves?
Well, I had intended on not having attention paid to ourselves before I decided to go ahead and start.
Sprinkles will just... Sprinkles just look at Nakax and she'll just be like, "It's trying to get away! We have to get it now or it'll be gone forever, maybe!"
Alright, so Sprinkles, as you're booking it through the streets, give me a perception check.
That's your cue, DM, Sprinkles says out loud while looking Nakax right in the face.
Sorry. I keep forgetting you're not home. Okay. So, Sprinkles, as she's running along, you will see that there's a figure there is something that breaks off around a corner in one of the streets, and you follow it best you can. As you go ahead and you come around the corner, you can see...
It's coming from a figure.
And you're not being stealthy at all.
No.
You
No,
will
she's not.
see... Wow. Yeah, this went south quickly. You will see that figure, that hooded, the blue-robed individual with a much sharper bird-like mask, small top hat on his head, and a cane off to his side. He's walking his way down. As he's walking his way down this alleyway of sorts. However, there's not really much of an alleyway to go down. And he'll kind of take a glance over his shoulder at you.
I do recognize him, do I?
You would recognize him because you were one of the people who interacted with him back in the Black Steel Tavern.
And
Blackstone
he's the
Tavern.
one that knows who Viper is. And
make a
Viper
check.
is...
He'll go ahead and kind of stare at you for a moment before just turning and keeps walking. However, you do sense that ping coming off of him.
Only Sprinkles would know about the thing going off of him.
Michael, you back?
Yeah, Sprinkles is back in action. She took a miniature nap there. There was a dude in a mask that's familiar to us, and that's about it.
You can
Is
see...
there a way like mix the volume at all?
I can try to lower it. Hang on.
I'll see what I can do on my end.
Hang on, let me see if I can lower his volume at all. I think I can only lower his volume for me, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
However, so you'll see this figure with a small top hat on his head. He has a cane in his right hand. And you can see he's wearing a much finer and sharper bird mask. Blue robes with a connecting black chain across the front. And he just kind of gives you a look over his shoulder with what you assume to be a cursory glance before he turns around and keeps walking. However, you can feel that blip is coming from him.
And Sprinkles will be like, "Stop, emissary of Lord Tremor."
He'll stop.
Oh fuck!
He'll
Why would you have to say that when you're not the
turn
character?
around. He'll turn around. Another check.
Parlay. See, that's a pirate word. I look at Nakax as I say that.
He'll kind of sit up for a moment. He'll kind of stand up straighter for a moment and say, "What do you want?"
Can you speak on behalf of Tremor?
You can see him kind of, you can just see kind of through the slits in his mask, he's like eyeing you very hard.
I have a question for Lord Tremor and potentially a discussion of his interest. But if you can't speak for him, then that's not going to be very good for either of us. So, can you speak on behalf of Lord Tremor or not?
Give him one more check, because I'm rolling pretty shit for him. He'll kind of take a moment, kind of categorizing you almost. Kind of crosses his arms, his cane still kind of hanging off the side as he says, "Wait a minute, I know you. At least I've seen you before. Somewhere."
Sprinkles is the name. He may have mentioned me before. We had kind of a cool passing before, like, we had a talk, it went really well, so, you know, he probably is a big fan.
He'll look over at Nakax. Yes, I know. I do remember you. It's been quite some time since the last time I've seen you. my.
Ain't that the truth?
You see him kind of leaning against the cane almost, and you can see him go, my. Well, this certainly is a surprise.
Absolutely. And no bodyguard around to go ahead and protect you this time.
You think, Viper, my bodyguard. I would like to give you an ultimatum here. I would suggest, and a friendly suggestion. I don't know why you've stopped me, and I don't know why you're interested in speaking to my lord. But I would highly suggest you turn around, forget you ever saw me. I don't want things
Listen,
better than they have to be.
buddy, let me lay it out for you clear here. If you can't speak on behalf of Tremor, you're gonna want to tell him that I want to speak to him. Because if he learns that you knew and you didn't say anything, and when he learns what I have to say, well, let me just put it to you this way. You're gonna wish the Fifth came back and destroyed you immediately after he's done with you when he learns what I have to tell him. So, once again,
Please, tell me what information you might have that's so important it would warrant an audience.
it has to deal with the state of the Fifth vis-a-vis the other four, and the gods at large, for that matter. Sprinkles has a proposition that will interest him. After all, if you remind him, when it came to his discussion about the cycles and all that stuff, Sprinkles is the only one who said there may be a middle ground, and Sprinkles has discovered it, darling.
Someone want to roll me a persuasion check for Sprinkles? I don't feel comfortable doing it.
I can't.
I don't know what her persuasion
I'm
bonuses
looking
are,
at his
and also
persuasion
why
now.
the fuck are you still talking when you have the charismatic?
Persuasion.
Because
please
that's
roll,
Sprinkles. That's
someone
just what Sprinkles does.
Someone roll a d20 plus 4.
Not bad.
Interesting. I'll see if he's interested. Though
Now-
I hope you understand that he's a bit indisposed at the moment and quite difficult to reach. He'll kind of move his cane to his front.
Well,
put both his hands on top.
I know how to reach him. All I need is that sapphire you're holding.
He kind of gives you a look and says, so you knew, so how did you know about that?
Listen, buddy, I'm gonna make this even a bit more clear for you so you kind of understand what's at stake here. These gods and these meddlers and these powers and this fifth and these four, they get their hands in everything. And they get their hands in Sprinkles' business. And then Sprinkles has to find gems and the gods say, here's the gem that I want, and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's why Sprinkles has got to get this stuff fixed real quick. And that gem is a part of this whole escapade that everybody's after. And if you hand the gem over, we can start to solve this problem right now. Big bonus for you. Big bonus for Sprinkles. Big bonus for everyone, literally.
By the way, Chris, I lost you, but it's fine. It's fine. There's only 30 minutes left.
No, yeah, don't
I
worry.
can see Chris.
Oh, I can't see Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Perfect.
I can see Chris too.
Thank you, Chris.
If you wouldn't mind
I
reconnecting, please.
I can see everyone but you and Valak.
Yeah.
Well, Rick doesn't have a
because
camera.
that's how it is.
That's fair.
He'll kind of start to think for a moment, and as he looks at you, he says, I'm sorry, you said something told you to look for these gems.
Yeah, buddy, I don't know what I'm not making clear.
You're gonna need to repeat that
Oh,
because
says,
Sprinkles decided
do you
to
have
just
one
go
in
crazy.
your? He says, do you have one in your possession?
Well,
I'm
that's an
gonna
interesting question.
immediately look at Sprinkles. Don't you dare!
Well, I would. Say
Well,
And I'm
I
gonna-
look
and
at
I'm gonna
Nakax.
snap back at him.
I look at Nakax, and I look back at him, and I say, my party leader says you're not offering us anything for that information, buddy. And I've offered you a lot of information already today that's going to get you a lot of bonuses. So, what do you have for us that would warrant us telling you how many we have?
Well, if you do indeed have pieces of this greater whole, well, then that would certainly intrigue him much more than some words or spouting that you claim to have.
Well, if he has wisdom that I know he does, those words will interest him. But let's just say we either have or know exactly where they all are. It's in between the two. Some we do, some we're gonna get. But you don't need to know exactly which ones because you're not really offering me anything in return. You're just saying he will be interested, but as you've said, you're not very effective at your job of reaching him, buddy. Ooh, burn.
You know, you really do not know how to shut your mouth when you're ahead, do you?
We know.
Nope.
That is
Well,
very
If
apparent.
you are indeed... Oh, by the way, you guys have caught up at this point, and you can hear this conversation. You say, if you do indeed intend to have an audience with my lord, and you do indeed have a piece of this greater whole, I can assure you that if you were to present it and confirm that it is within your possession, it would make his schedule open much quicker than words would.
Quick question. Sprinkles has a good passive perception. Does she hear her allies about to back her up?
I mean, she hears
Nope,
her...
Not at all.
She hears her allies walking, but backing up? I mean, at this distance, with how just plainly he's talking, you get the sense they probably hear it, and they are making no additional haste to come help you.
Sprinkles will look at Nakax and she says, Nakax, how bad do we want that sapphire?
Almost as bad as I want you to have had your mouth shut and not talk about this discussion.
Cool. I cast lightning bolts and I go ahead and use my channel divinity to go ahead and make it max damage on this
He's
motherfucker.
going to. He will go ahead and. Yep. So as you go ahead and you do your channel divinity, you unleash this lightning bolt off at him. And you say, "Oh, what a chore!" And he'll hold his hand out as you guys all watch that blackened void appear in his hand as the lightning bolt gets absorbed into it, and he's gonna fire it right back at you. I need you both to make dexterity saving throws.
Bye, everybody.
I thought it was. Is it
I'll
only
see you all in therapy.
ability? What does this spell do, Sprinkles? Very quickly, I need to know.
So dexterity
Because I need to know
3d10 lightning.
Dexterity saving.
It's everyone in the area.
Yeah. Dexterity saving throw, and
Sprinkles!
you maximize the damage, so it's 48 points of damage if you fail.
Fucking. Alright, here we go.
So Nakax takes 48 points of damage. Sprinkles, dexterity saving throw against your own spell. Fail, so Sprinkles also takes 48 points of damage. 57.
Oh, I'm heated.
So you guys,
Fantastic.
so those of you who are just walking up will see Sprinkles just hold out her hand and unleash a lightning bolt, and one will almost instantaneously just fire back out.
No, it was call lightning. Sorry, I don't have
Call
lightning bolts.
Apologies. So 30 points of damage, Nakax. I apologize. So 30 points. So that puts you at 75, not 57.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Fantastic.
Fuck. This is going
And could
fucking
someone roll me
great.
my con save to see if I can concentrate?
Con save. That's a 4. No. So remember when I was saying that this?
Okay, good.
Remember when I was saying this music was gonna come into play at some point?
I'm having a great time, DM. I'm having a great time.
Sorry.
I would have loved if Sprinkles had just not said anything about, oh, we're gonna go ahead and do this and this and this, and just immediately cripple him.
I mean, at any point you can actually like interrupt her. To be fair.
No, you can't. Really.
Have you even tried to do anything with Sprinkles at that moment, Esther? I would love for anyone to at least try to do anything about that.
We weren't
Come
there.
out.
We weren't there. We couldn't do anything because we were not there.
Oh, I can't change his name. Damn it. Okay. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep his initiative. So Aster is first, followed by Goo, Nakax. Everybody else go and roll initiative.
Too loud.
Alright. Alright, is everybody in the initiative? Hildy is not. Okay.
Neither am I. Let's get that net one in there.
Indeed. Oh, my little cat is sleeping in my bed.
Alright.
Well, what's up for Sprinkles?
Okay. Alright, is that everybody? Everybody's in initiative? Alright. So, with his bonus action, you watch as... He is first, by the way. I apologize. You watch as he extends his hand to the side, and you watch as familiar to what you guys had seen before, this blackened blade with a series of eyes pop out into his hand. However, it looks almost more jagged in areas, and he goes ahead and flips it in his left hand and smacks it into the ground. He's going to use his From a Dark Reckoner ability. I need this to be everybody within 25 feet. I'd probably say who was taking up the back of you guys?
That would be me. So
Okay.
I'll probably get hit by it, right?
Yeah. Ezreal, were you more towards the middle, or were you staying back still?
Wherever Valak was, I wasn't.
Okay, so Valak
So-
was kind of more towards the front. So I need, and Hildy was probably walking alongside Valak. So I'm gonna have, I need Goo, I need Hildy, I need Nakax, I need Sprinkles, and I need Valak to make Constitution saving throws.
I was gonna say Goo was between.
Yeah, no, Goo
Me-
is there.
okay.
Yeah, Goo is there. Like, Goo is caught in the blast here. Alright, Sprinkles. What's Sprinkles plus to con? Do where's Sprinkles? Do where's Sprinkles? Sprinkles, 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 Sprinkles. Con save. Sprinkles succeeds. Actually.
Nope.
So Sprinkles succeeded her con save. Nekax fail, Hildy fail, Goof fail. Valak just succeeds.
Hit me with that plus 30, baby boy. Let's go. Knock me. Knock me. Damn it.
Need D10s. D10s.
Oh, cool. It's D10s too. Yeah. Let's
Of
go.
course, of course, of course. This is going well. This whole thing is going great.
5. I don't have enough D10s.
I don't have enough D10s. That's a good thing.
To be fair,
just go ahead and type the
Jordan,
number
that's
in
what
for-
I'm holding 4 D10.
I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm not.
4 d10s, so that's like 11, 22 at average damage at the moment.
22, 23, 25. Plus 8 plus 3. 33, 36. So everyone who failed takes 36 points of necrotic damage. Anyone who succeeded takes half.
Can you roll me my con check for concentration?
Yeah, con check. Oh, well, you already dropped concentration on Call Lightning.
Oh, shit. Fair enough.
Sprinkles is down to 53. Yeah, so anyone who succeeded takes half. So Hildy takes the full 36. Chris?
Chris, you there?
Chris,
What? Wait.
were you holding Bosco?
No, I fucking left him in the sink.
Goodbye.
Fucking asshole.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I'm not mad at you.
Thank-
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not mad at you, Eric. We're not mad at you.
How much damage?
It's well, Bosco. With
It's 6 HP.
With 6 HP, even at the half, it would triple Bosco's HP.
How much damage?
36 points of necrotic damage if you fail.
Already down.
18 if you succeeded.
Already down.
Does this look like a spell I can like counterspell, or is this
not
there
a
like
spell? This is an effect he can do.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of his gifts.
How come it's all the cool stuff that are gifts and should
Because
be
they're once
handled
a day.
and taken care of?
Because they're once a day abilities. They basically work the same. They basically work the same way as boons. They can be used once a day, and instead of every rest, it takes a day. I will also let you guys know that his from a dark reckoner ability takes a week to recharge because of how powerful it is. Yeah, so he'll go ahead and unleash that. That was his action. He's gonna go ahead and move out of the alleyway, cutting around a corner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how far would we have been up on this guy?
You guys were not up on him at all. You guys were
Nope.
maybe about 15. No, I wouldn't say 15. How alleyway was that deep. Maybe about 10-ish feet off of him.
So wait, they were 10-ish feet? So that means I should have been like right next to him then, right? Like opportunity attack?
Sprinkles, you were 10 feet off of him. The rest of your party was a good 20 to 30 feet off of him. 1 second.
And the map has disappeared for me.
Alright, I'm back.
I'm gonna need to exit game, come back.
Sorry about that. Almost went a full stream without an interruption. Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and cut around a corner. He's also... can't really do anything with that. So...
And it's not working. Okay.
Oh,
I can't refresh.
okay, next on the...
I had to refresh because my map apparently broke, so I'm sorry that it fucked up.
So Sprinkles, you're up.
Sprinkles will look back really quickly, and she'll be like, Hildy, granddaughter, one of you got Nagax up?
So, Sprinkles, as you turn back, you will see your entire party is... Pretty much your entire party has taken a gigantic hit from that ability.
Besides,
Even Velaki... I mean, Velaki...
Are they...
They're not out, however, you see Goo, as he kind of finishes pulling back, looks down, just see a limp body in his hands.
Well, Sprinkles still asked the question she asked, because she was asking as she turned it around.
Do any of you respond?
Give me a minute. Just.
No problem.
My response is being unconscious.
I'll get him up. Yeah.
Okay, Sprinkles goes ahead and drops Nagax, and then she will go into pursuit. She was only 10 feet away at
Yeah, so you'll go ahead and...
first, and he only did a move.
Yeah. So as you go ahead and you run up your 30 feet, cutting around the corner, you can see he's actually jumped a good distance forward. He's maybe about... As you turn the corner, he's about 50
Now,
feet.
by jumping...
It looks like he's...
It's probably like a...
Damn, he's a fast one.
Or some other shit.
I will let you know he used I will let you know he used Misty Step while he was out of line of sight from all of you.
Okay, shoot. Well, I can dash to get right up to him then.
Yes, you could.
So, I will...
Yes, you could.
Well, actually,
So then I'll do as such. I'll be right adjacent to him. And I will use a bonus action to, well, from what I've seen of this ability, does it seem to counter, like, any type of magic? Or just, like, element?
You've seen anytime, because you've seen it in the past, anytime a spell has been cast towards him, he's been able to use his ability to siphon it off with whatever this vortex is, and launch it back in the direction of the person who cast it.
Okay. Then, Then Sprinkles will go ahead and, after she moves up, did all that, she will just go ahead and use her bonus action to cast a level 1 healing word on herself.
Okay. D4.
I would have thrown that Nagax this way if I knew it was going to go this way. My bad, Nagax. Sprinkles says as she heals.
Alright. So you're up to 60 now. Alright, at the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action. You watch as he turns around with the blade and it ignites in this green energy as he tries to cut across you. Sprinkles, that's going to be a 27 to hit.
Yep, that'll do it.
So Sprinkles, you take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 points of fire damage.
Okay, that doesn't feel good, but Sprinkles can handle that.
As he does Green Flame Blade. Alright. Let's That's gonna be Sprinkle's turn. After you're up.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor and I'm gonna run after them.
So you'll go ahead and you'll come around the corner. You see Sprinkles is currently in base to base with him. Anything else?
If so, I see.
Oh, Michael, you're cutting out. You're cutting out.
Can Sprinkle see Aster when he comes?
Yeah, he can. Yeah, if you give a cursory glance back, you can see it.
Then Sprinkles would like to quickly say, like, "Don't let him get away. Have that counter."
Okay.
Alright, at the end of Aster, is that in your turn?
Yep.
He is going to go ahead. Yeah, no, he do it. He's going to go ahead and burn 2 legendary actions.
To use his ability and not a spell.
No. He's gonna. No, his 2 legendary actions are to basically to make his full round of attacks. So Sprinkles, he's going to attack you 3 times with his blade. It's gonna be 2 hits. Where's my d8s? No, 17. Sprinkles takes 32 points of damage against the 3 attacks. Sprinkles is looking on death's door at this point. However, that was the last of his legendary actions for the round. Goop. Chris, what are you doing?
Not much,
You're just gonna stay there?
considering I didn't want to. Yeah, I didn't really want to fight to begin with.
Nobody did. I don't think anyone really wanted to fight at all.
You know?
You can go ahead and stand there holding thought, so. Back axe. And that's saving throw.
With how we were going to be running into him and Sprinkles was doing that, I was going to be preparing to go ahead and do a fight, but not only did I not expect to go ahead and immediately get knocked in the first round, I also didn't expect that it would be I'd be useless, so, you know.
What did you roll, Andrew?
1. That one.
Obi will go ahead and I'll do something
Okay. That's fine. I suck, so
unless you
go.
want to
No, do it! Because I'm fucking useless anyway, so whatever. Just do it. Just
Third
do
level,
it.
you're just gonna third level cure wounds neck axe. 25 plus 5, so it'll make 8 with 7. Or no. 15, 23, 28 points of healing to neck axe. Should move the rest of her movement. That's your turn. Vlok.
Go into a rage and run up to where I seen Sprinkles and Aster.
Okay, it'll take your dash to get up there, but you will get adjacent.
So am I even close to this guy?
You're on him, but it's taking you your dash to get on him. Ezreal.
Okay. I cure wounds on Nakax.
Hildy has already healed.
I'm aware. Yes. Level 2.
16 points of healing to you, Nakax. You're 244 health. Anything else you'd like to do, Ezra?
One moment.
No problem.
No, I'm just gonna stay with. I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Alright. Okay. He's gonna go ahead. Okay. He's gonna use his bonus action to attack something off of the wall.
Is it magical?
It's magical, but it's not counterspellable.
It's not gonna be counter. I'm gonna be hitting him.
Does Mage Slayer say that when he casts a spell? Because this is not a spell.
Let me find out. Let's see. Yeah.
Well, either way, he's going to step away from those. He's going to run away from those sprinkles in the block. The block you get
On.
opportunity.
Yeah, I was gonna say either way.
However, as he pulls away, using his reaction, or using his ability, as you go and swing, those of you who can see him see that same puff of black.
Hold on.
You missed regardless.
Because I have the Sentinel feat, so does 25 hit?
You missed regardless.
He misses.
Yeah.
With Mage
Hexblades
Slayer
have-
and
Hexblades
Sentinel?
kind of have this ability where once they mark a target with their curse, they can roll a die with their reaction, and on a 4 to a 6, the attack misses regardless of the roll.
When did the Glock get cursed?
Just now, but he used his bonus action to Hexblade's curse him.
As a
Would I-
reaction?
No.
I'd still be able
to make my
attacks? Is that-
No, as a bonus action. It was his turn. It went Ezreal, and then he was next to initiative.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
So yeah, Sprinkles, you get an attack of opportunity, a run roll. You will hit him, actually. Or, wait, no. No, you'll hit him. So, is it a D6 or D8 for your trident?
It's a D6 because I have it one-handed.
Okay, so he'll take damage. He's going to go ahead and, as he pulls away, he's going to cut back again across. Cut back again behind one of the more ramshackle huts. Though it is open,
Just fuck you, right?
he goes ahead and drops. He goes ahead and jumps, and you actually see him do a full body dive to get behind the thing. He's out of line of sight of Aster. You will watch as there is a brief flash of arcane energy. And we technically out of initiative.
So he did not fucking die. That's great.
Roscoe died.
If anybody has Revivify...
Damn it, the gem's gone.
Yeah, I have Revivify. I'm gonna use my free Revivify.
Alright, so you'll go ahead and the wings will kind of separate off. The cloak will kind of separate the two for a moment. The translucent wings you'll hear as Goo, you're kind of holding Bosco in your arms. You're watching the wings kind of drape him, almost like swaddling Bosco. Maybe concentrates or Ezreal concentrates for a moment, and you'll see Bosco's eyes for a moment. Look at you. The wings recede back against her form.
I'm so sorry this happened to you.
Yeah, and I guess-
Thank you for trying your best to protect me earlier.
Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and call it here for tonight.
Question: can I tell which spell he used to get away, or
Make an Arcana check.
okay?
I get to keep my little boy.
22.
As you run over and you kind of examine the area, it is abundantly clear that whatever spell he used covered an extremely long distance. And the only spell you really know of, at least that you've come across and seen, is
Dimension Door.
Dimension Door. As a matter of fact, after your first squabble with him, you recall him using that when Viper,
No,
when he and Viper
I-
left.
No, I never had to deal with that. I don't even know about his ability
Oh, yeah,
to
that's right. Yeah, no,
absorb
that's right.
stuff.
You're right. You weren't there yet.
Yeah, because I hypnotic patterned him, so I don't know about his ability to absorb stuff, and I don't know about his Dimension Door.
Yeah. So yeah.
But could I tell that it's Dimension Door,
Yeah,
though?
no, you could tell that it was Dimension Door that he used.
Okay.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and pick this up next week. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, good. So it is over. All right.
Yeah, thank you, everybody who stopped by to watch.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.